Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 19th demo day, Minds demo day. And this has been a slight change from the previous demo days in the sense that of course, AI is everywhere. So why should we force you to go through a journey where you may or may not need any intervention from Team SARTHY? So we converted our Minds base camp into a Minds part to funding. And of course, Rajesh here is the head of Minds from Team SARTHY. So it's a more DIY, gamified, personalized journey, applying our proprietary frameworks to build a strong differentiated value proposition. And today is the D-Day. Today is the day when this panel will decide whether have you built it and are you ready to use investor money to scale, take from X to 10X, maybe 100X, or still there are some gaps, right? So that's the idea of this demo day. There are 9 pitches, 5 of them who have gone through the part to funding journey, and 4 of them are invitee startups who will be pitching today. And of course, the panel is Parag from Athera, there is Pramod, and there is Vinay. Vinay is not yet joined. And and Anup has also not yet joined, I think. So Anup is also there. So all these are investors. We've been in this space for long. We are empathetic towards startups. We are not folks who understand only go, no go. We always believe that there is scope. And if you are selected, of course, we'll take you to investors and SARTHY angels will be co-investing 50 lakhs to a crore along with the lead investors. So I shared the report with you. For the panel, do put your ratings while the Q&A is going on so that there is synchronicity in the sense that in the end, you may not remember because there are 9 pitches which will be done during this journey. So do put your ratings while the Q&A is going. And if like, some panelists prefer to make notes and then they finish the rating later in the day, that's also okay. We'll be using the score to compile and decide which of these startups are ready for what we call champion/VIP, where we focus on investor access and co-investment from our engine network. So Sarvagya will be a timekeeper, and we've got both Gen Zers also. So some of these solutions make sense to Gen Zers immediately. Like for example, Parag, I read your colleague's LinkedIn post only on how quick commerce in clothing is a bad idea, right? But I checked with a few Gen Zers and she says, so my sister, and every time half an hour before a party, she says, I don't have a dress to wear. And then they go on to quick commerce platform and they buy. So there are different kinds of folks. And that's why we have Gen Zers also who would be rating you separately. We'll be compiling their score separately to decide if we are facing any blind spots from our side. So without any further ado, Team Glide, you can share your screen and you can start your pitch now. Alok.
Oh, yeah. Just give me a minute. Hi guys, my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we are GIDE.AI. We are an AI-powered global career counseling and admissions platform for high school students. We do everything from career assessment, career discovery, test prep, college admissions, and we're scaling this through our community and AI. Let me introduce myself, guys. I am Alok. This is my 4th startup. I've seen a successful IPO with 25 plus years of experience in tech. I work with my friend and founder, who's the CEO, Abhishek Gupta. Abhishek is a very well-known figure in this space. He runs the largest parent-student community as well under the brand name of High School Moms. And he's an influencer in this space. We are a total team size of 50 plus now with counselors, trainers, marketing, sales, all of us. So what is the problem that we're trying to solve? We have seen that there's a career crisis in Indian high schools. There are 26 million plus students from class 9 to 12th, and the career confusion that what to do after 12th, what kind of subjects, what career to build in. This confusion is still, it has been there since ages and it is still there. And there's a huge deficit of career counselors in this space. 4 million counselors deficit is there in the country. On top of that, there are 5,000 plus qualified universities globally who are chasing an Indian student. And there are 3 million teachers who are supporting these students. Now, these universities who are there, they spend upwards of $350 to $2,500, $3,000 as a per lead to acquire a student. So this is a challenge, and the primary challenge stays with the students and parents to find which career is right for them. So how did we decide to tackle this challenge? Abhishek, building the tech in this era was easy, right? So the most difficult thing in this entire journey is building the community. So we built Asia's largest parent-student community with a reach of over 50 million plus parent students, counselors, trainers, teachers, schools with us. This is the kind of, we do webinars, we do seminars, and this is the kind of traction we get. We have more than 850K plus followers on our social media profile. And we keep doing a lot of pro bono sessions for them on Instagram, on Facebook, lives. We do a lot of events online and offline, and all our events, whether they be offline or online, they are jam-packed with parents and students. And we see a conversion of about 10%, about 9 to 10% conversion from someone who visits us on these events to picking up one of our products. We have multiple products, so picking up one of our products, that is the kind of conversion that we see. So we built this community first, and then we started building GIDE. GIDE is and this community, what happens is our distribution channel now. We have students, parents, universities, schools on the platform, feeded by the community from high school moms, and we have different products. So GIDE.AI platform connects all these stakeholders together. We help primarily high school students to track their entire journey. We help them in their entrance exam preparation, like APs, SATs, IELTS. We guide them and we help them build a scholarship worthy profile, backed by our own AI platform. The entire platform itself is AI. It is learning from different activities that our students do on GIDE. There are different types of quizzes available. There are different events on which a student can participate. There are different sections on the platform where they can join clubs, they can do activities. And through all of these events and activities that a student does on the platform, GIDE.AI is continuously learning. It is packing the data, and this is generating a persona for the student. And basis this, it's able to identify the right careers along with the counselors, and then we are able to define which are the kind of universities these students should go into. That's what the entire platform does. So some glimpses of the platform. We have premium counseling section where a counselor partnered with our AI counselor. Together, they help the student track their journey at the entire counseling journey, help them build a profile. We have AI writing assistants on top of the platform, which help with essays, resumes, SOPs. We have our own career and discovery assessment tool. It's called GPaths. You can see the report, some glimpses of the report here, which helps identify students. This is our mass market, which is applicable for all students from class 8 onwards. Then we do SAT with our AI tutor, SAT preparation, IELTS preparation, CVT preparation. It's a quiz-based questions. So the AI, with the help of AI tutor, the students can fine-tune their practices. They can identify their gaps, learnings. We have full set mocks as well for SATs, APs. So through these mocks, students are actually able to identify their gaps, and they're able to find out the weaker areas. All of this is also backed by our trainers. We have trainers as well. We do online classes for across the globe. We have clientele from US. We have students coming from Thailand. We have students coming from the UAE region, along with different regions of India, for whom, and we train these students for preparation on SATs, APs, which are required if you want to go outside, then backed with the AI tutors. The entire platform works, and it's building the profile of the student as well. I'll just skip this slide for now. Why we win versus the competitors in this space? The competitors are like Leverage Edu. It's a very well-known company in India. There is Athena, Crimson. Crimson is one of the top companies globally in this career counseling space. So if I have to give some comparison, if Leverage Edu is the Maruti of industry, because their primary business is sending kids outside, their revenue generation model is primarily from the consulting fees that they get, and they are primarily agents in this space. Athena, Crimson are like premium, very premium career counselors, counseling company, which cater to HNI. And the way we are building this company is we consider ourselves as Tesla of this industry, where the entire product is driven through tech. Also, because of the community backing, our CAC is very low. You can see we have tried to generate the CAC. Leverage Edu, the CAC would be between 15 to 35K. Athena and Crimson, very high CACs, whereas GIDE.AI, we win because we are counselors. We get invited. Some of the pictures that you will see on the extreme left is one of the most reputed schools of Gurgaon. My founder friend Abhishek standing with the principal, and that's how schools welcome us. So we don't have to go to schools. All the schools in India, they welcome us, where we do sessions for them. And that is the way we are also, it's one of the channels through which we improve our community, and we also implement guidance schools. So that's the whole thing that we are. We are seeing strong traction, and we are growing year on year. We are a bootstrap company. This current financial year, 25-26, we closed at about 23.4 CR. That goes with our prediction, and we are growing very strong. We have very strong numbers there. We have our margins are at about 20% is what our margins are. Everything is driven through GIDE. So it's a tiered model on GIDE, where the scale layer comes from GPath, which is our mass product, career assessment product for the entire 8 to 12 test segment. And then there is test preparation again for their SATs, CUETs, and different tests which are available on the platform. And the premium layer comes from the one-on-one career counseling and profile building. If I have to give some subscription numbers, a GPath kind of test, which is available in the market for about 600 rupees. We sell it at about 7,000, and we have done more than 10,000 plus GPaths in last 1.5 years since the time we launched it. Our premium layer, which is the career counseling segment, we have created a revenue. We have created a subscription point, a very sweet subscription point between 15 to 20 lakhs, where a parent at a different stage, whether the parent joins us in class 8, 9, 10th, or 11th, for different years, we have an entire subscription package ranging from about 10 lakhs to about 20-25 lakhs for their premium counseling. We only deal with premium colleges, Ivy Leagues, top 100 colleges in US and globally, wherever students go. We don't do visa game, and we play primarily in the premium segment. If you see our revenue split also, primarily most of the revenue, if you see, it's coming from our career counseling segment. Also, I just want to highlight, which is not mentioned here,
Just a quick reminder, you have a minute left to
yeah,
finish
I'm
your
just
pitch.
about to finish. Yeah. So we have a university segment also, B2B, where we help universities do their marketing in India, and for that, universities also pay us a subscription fees, and these universities connect with the students on the platform. So we have a university connector module where the students can connect with the universities. We are looking forward to raise about 2 million with a runway of about 18 to 24 months. The primary milestones where we intend to use this revenue is primarily tech and product development, because we are doing a lot of work in this AI space. Content development around the quizzes and all. We do use AI, but for certain exams like SATs, there we need to have very specific content that needs to be generated, catered to that exam. Team expansion in sales, counseling, product, and we definitely need help there. And student acquisition is something which is continuously happening through our community. But yeah, we need to really put up the gear and make it a global footprint. We have the entire opportunity, GIDE.AI, with its branding, with the backing of high school moms community. We have, and our international clientele, we definitely have a huge opportunity here. And we
Please try to wrap up.
Yeah, and we would like the investors to join this journey with us. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Yeah, I'm done.
Thanks, Bharat. Thanks. And good presentation and good business. In fact, most of the startups I know in this space are down 30-40% because of the challenges. Good to see you grow in 25-26. Yeah, we're open for questions.
So that is the most obvious question. Sorry, Venu. I mean, with the US being where it is, what happens to this business eventually?
Well, you see the stock market. The stock market keeps going and up. Same way, this business also, because of this Trump fiasco. There was a time when people thought that because of US policies, students would not go. But that's not the reality. Of course, there is some hit there because of Trump's policy. But then the business is coming back. Students are still going for Ivy League. Anyone, like my co-founder's son, he just cracked Harvard. He is one of the students out of India. About 3 students get selected in Harvard. He's one of the students who's going to Harvard after 12th. So he's going to join this summer. So yeah, students are going to US. Those aspirations are still there. And then there are not just US. There are UK colleges as well. There are some top colleges in UK. So yeah, aspirations are not dying. Aspirations are growing. Aspirations for the parents and students are growing only. We don't see a downfall there. Did I answer your question, Parag?
Venu,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Venu, you had a question.
Yeah,
Venu, go
yeah.
ahead.
So Alok, what is your differentiator? Because I mean, there are like Leverage Edu, it's quite big. It's already there for
Yeah.
7-8 years, and there are
Yeah.
a lot of other companies out of India only. I know of actually. I think
Yeah.
that I don't remember the names, but I know I'd spoken to a few people earlier in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
And Apply Abroad, right? The Canadian,
Yeah. Apply. Yeah. I know. Apply board.
which is a unicorn, a multi-unicorn, whatever,
Yes.
right? $3
It
billion.
used to be. It used to be. They have downgraded because
Correct.
they are.
Correct. So with so much of competition and then the US being what it is currently, how do you see the growth forward for you?
So I'll tell you. So primarily, if you see Leverage Edu, Apply Board, these companies are primarily visa agents. So if anybody wants to go abroad, whether it be, so they don't care. They don't care about which college it is, what course you are doing. They're primarily visa agents. If you see their core business and if you analyze that. Whereas our business comes from premium colleges. We are primarily into the premium space where there is Crimson, which is one of the globally renowned companies, and they are present in India. There are a couple of 2-3 more companies in India, like Athena is there. So these companies are catering only towards premium segment, and that is the game that we are playing through a tech-enabled platform.
Colleges pay you or no?
The partner colleges, so the college, we don't take any fees from colleges, which partner fees from the colleges, which is typically 10 to 15% of the first semester fees. We don't do that. All our fees comes from premium counseling, which is a B2C segment coming directly from parents and students.
Which is the core differentiation then? Okay.
Yeah, that becomes the core differentiation. Also, we have a small amount of business, which is we partner with colleges in US. We establish them in India. We have and we charge upwards of $100,000 from these colleges for their marketing and getting them students out of India. So we have 2 or 3 colleges on our panel whom we launched in India.
Yeah. So we have a Gen Zeta Subhadeep. Your question quickly, Subhadeep.
Yeah, no, so like as he already said, like you have 2 market segments. One is the G path, which is for your scalability, and then there's the premium segment, which is Athena and Crimson as well.
Yeah.
So how are you differentiating from these Athena, Crimsons, Jamboris with yourselves? Because if I'm willing to pay money, then how will I differentiate among these 4?
So if you see Athena and if you see Crimson, their primary clientele is all 1% HNI. They cater to about 1%, and their fees is super high. We are tackling the higher middle and the middle income group, where there is a sweet spot where parents have huge aspirations. They have just that right amount of money. So that becomes our huge differentiation. And if you see, GIDE.AI is a new platform, but they are still comparing us. So any student, any parent who's going to Crimson, they're also talking to us. And then, because not everybody can afford Crimson. Of course, Crimson is a very well-known brand, but not everybody can afford Crimson. So that's where Guide comes in. And also Guide is back. We are doing a lot of work on AI, and a lot of the counseling stuff that we do on the platform is backed by AI. And that's why we are able to deliver a huge performance, which you can see through our students. Finally, the outcome is that how many number of students you are able to see in top premium colleges in India. Last year itself, we were, because we are new, out of a total, we did about 50-55 students. And out of that, about 50% of them went to all premium top 20 colleges in US. That is a huge success rate. Compared to, and also from a revenue perspective, you see, yeah, we are growing, and whatever number we predicted, about 1.5 years back, we predicted that we'll do about 22.5, and we have surpassed this number this year, and we are growing, and we are still bootstrapped.
Fine now. Yeah. Thanks, Subhadeep. By the way, Subhadeep is a student of HT Bocconi, Italy. He's undergrad student there. Thanks. Yeah, we'll go to the next presentation for today. We'll have to keep it fast paced. Request every panelist to rate the startup while we are shifting to the next one. Shankar, over to you from CISOGenie. Shankar is coming from data security background. Go ahead, Shankar. You can share your screen.
Sure.
And turn on your video also, Shankar. Yes.
Yeah. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Shankar.
Okay. Hi everyone. Good evening.
Your screen
my
is
name is Shankar,
moved,
Shankar
actually.
Jayaraman.
Sorry. Your
Can you
screen
hear
is
me?
moved. It's showing the speaker notes also. Just take it on the right.
Maybe take it to full. It's good.
Good now?
No, it's getting cut still, Shankar, but do it fast, yes.
You can see now or no?
Yeah, we can see. Go ahead, Shankar.
Okay. Hi, this is Shankar. My name is Shankar Jayaraman. So I have the product name is CISOGenie. So this is a 1-year-old company. It's closely about 17 months. So this is a GRC platform. I don't want to call it as AI powered since everyone says AI powered. So this is more of a native platform, which is two-way MCP ready platform. You can integrate with any AI systems. And also AI systems can be integrated with this platform. And this is the only platform with the with GRC and the virtual CISO built in. Okay, so who we are, as I mentioned, CA native. We founded in 2024 November. We are in stage seed. We have done a pre-seed with the angel, and the focus is IT plus vehicle safety. It's a convergence is what we are looking at. So the reason is the problem areas, the shortage of the security staff and the CISOs, as everyone knows, and there are complaints tools out there in the market, but there is no security program management tool for helping the CISO to cover end-to-end security programs for the organization. And we have a fractional and a virtual CISO, which is cost about 60K to 180K per year roughly. So the mid-market companies, by using especially the complaints platforms like Vantas or Dratas kind of platforms. So they are more of a GRC platform. They are not a virtual CISO platform. So this is a combination of virtual CISO and a GRC platform. And the automotive OEMs has no platform at all currently, which we want to venture into. So there are ISO 21434. There are a couple of compliances which are coming mandatory. There are in some countries it is already mandatory. And in India, it is becoming mandatory. The CIS 189 is becoming mandatory from 2027, which we want to make use of. And there is no platform in the world who is supporting that. Okay, so this is our horizontal and vertical focus. So horizontal focus, we want to focus on IT GRC plus virtual CISO, as I mentioned. So this supports all the common compliances like SOC 2, 27001, and so on. And also the security program management bolted on to this, risk register, business impact analysis, third-party risk management, privacy posture, and it has cloud security posture management, ASM for all the security functionalities on top of the compliance management, including the VAPT, right? So you have one platform for any complete end-to-end IT compliances the platform supports. And that's more of a horizontal view because it supports any industry agnostic, and supports any country as well. Vertical focus, we want to go with the vehicle safety. As I mentioned, it's becoming mandatory for connected vehicles. 21434, it's a global standard, and there are country-specific standard which are derived from 21434. And AS 189 is becoming India standard, which is becoming mandatory, which means, no country, no vehicle or model can go for a sale without the cybersecurity clearance. Okay, so what we give, so customer gets a complete security program management platform. Either it can be a SaaS on cloud or on-prem. So we support about 30 plus framework currently. It replaces about 3 to 5 vendors and the virtual CISO, fractional CISOs, because we support external attack surface management and the dark web monitoring and some of the security tools which they don't have to buy. It is part and parcel of the platform. So it saves about 60 to 80K per year, and also it helps average CISO or a normal security person. You don't have to pay very high paying CISO to manage it. Even the average security person can handle it. And then what we get is, sticky multi-year on-prem or SaaS platforms or annual contracts paid upfront. Switching cost is high once they get into the audit. And we want to land in IT and expand into the vehicle for the OEM accounts, for the larger accounts. So this is a ticket size roughly. The startups in SMB 5K to 7K. This is a self-serve compliance and a virtual CISO Lite. And you have a mid-enterprise with the 15K to 30K and OEM, which is a vehicle I was talking about. So there's a convergence of IT and vehicle safety, which goes up to 50K plus. The market size is pretty huge, the 35 billion plus we can address. It is a global GRC is about 21 billion. Which grows about 10.8 CAGR, and we have 9 billion as a vCISO services which we can attack, and we have 4.3 billion on the automotive cybersecurity platforms. So SAM today is about 35 billion and the path to 60 billion by 2031. So people building it, so 4 people roughly, so two founders and 2 advisors. So I'm Shankar, so I'm a cybersecurity person for over 30 years of experience and former CISO and VP of Akasa Airlines. Previously, I was a director R&D at Sophos, Intel Security, and Symantec, and so on. And Balachandran, so he is an architect, having 20 plus years of experience in designing scalable platforms for McAfee and Netscope. We have Guy Rewards as an advisor, so he is a VP in Sophos, senior leader in McAfee. So he was an inventor of cloud security, in early 2010. Arjun, he is a leading GRC consultant in Australia, so he is a formerly senior leader in IBM Labs and AWS. So why nobody else can copy us quickly? So as of now, as a gentle SaaS platforms, I don't want to say that, we are a medium entry point. It's not that, there are competitors, there's no doubt about it, but we are getting stronger and stronger. Our moat is getting stronger and stronger as we move forward. So we have 3 types of, people who can compete with us. The GRC tools, we have vCISO firms, and we have automotive vehicle safety firms, right? So GRC tools, yes, you have IT complaints, automation, everyone has it. Security program management, not GRC tools don't have it, but vCISO firms have it. We have risk and DA and some of the, the security tools that is partial in GRC tools, manual in vCISO. So these are the vehicle compliances, which no one has it. It's currently handled only by the big fours, right? So, and we are working with PwC for the vehicle safety, right? So this IT and vehicle safety convergence, which no one is having it, and the multi-tenancy vCISO platform, GRC tools are having partially, and the vCISO tools are having it. Okay, so this is what we want to. So the reason is we want to land in IT and we want to expand to vehicle, right? So the land in IT is basically just want to survive, just get some quick wins, and then we want to vehicle wedge because it is much bigger and it's an enterprise. It takes a lot of time to take a decision and so on. So the enterprise, and it's also a bigger ticket size. So we want to have a land in IT, scale in IT, we want to vehicle wedge, and then we want to move to global. So where we are currently, so we have, as I said, our product was ready last October, and we have 8 customers. We have 2 airlines, 3
Please try to wrap up
SMBs.
quickly.
Yeah, sure. So then our ARR is 22K currently. Our pipeline is currently looking at 20K in late stage. Marquee logos are Akasa Airlines and Fly91, and our vehicle wedge is pilot, as I mentioned, with PwC. Okay, rising seed round. So we're looking for 500K. Our valuation is 3.14 million. Our runway is for 18 months. This is what we want to, this is how we want to split it. So just very quick, if I want to, just 1 minute I will take. This is a very new concept we are working on. This is a completely new category we are coming up with. It is in the very early stage. It is in the POC stage, just 2 months old idea, and we are just drafting patent for it. So this is, we are building a new operating layer for the compliance, right? So currently any compliance, including CISOGenie, it just only helps to speed up the compliance. This one gives to implement the compliance. So we are building Like IDE, integrated development environment, we are building a ICE, integrated compliance environment. So this has no front end, it has no back end. It just drives through the AI. You can build it with the any AI models, and you can just drive
Yeah,
the
your time is,
faster.
please wrap up.
That's pretty much it. I just want to introduce this concept. We still have to double down on this. We need to get more information on this, but I just want to introduce this because this is very, very new and no one has done it. And this is a very new category which no one has done it. So I just want to introduce this concept. That's pretty much it I have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Shankar. And happy to see it. Yeah, open for questions. You can raise your hand or you can straight away go open for questions.
Shankar, obviously, you have been around in this field for a long time, but and leaving the compliance part aside, I wanted to focus on the vCISO part. What do platforms like Anthropix, let's say Mythos, do to a business like cybersecurity?
So they all see what Mythos and the latest the ChatGPT ones. It is more of a vulnerability management. It's nothing much, right? Even if it's basically they try to capture the vulnerabilities, detect the 0 days or very old days, 0 days which have not detected earlier. So it was trying to detect. So that is what everyone is worried about. What if a lot of vulnerabilities it shows up and it gets exploited? But this is nothing to do with that. I mean, this is going to complement that. It is not going to. That one is not going to replace any of the compliance activities.
Yeah. So what you are doing, does the Palo Alto Networks and the biggies also do? Is it a small part of their business?
No one does it. I mean, none of the, I don't know, for whatever reason, none of the, mainstream security companies, since I have been part of the multiple mainstream security companies, none of them do this for whatever reason, I don't know. But this is
it too niche a segment? That's why they don't do?
Sorry?
Is it too niche a segment, too small a segment?
No, it is not a niche segment at all, right? I mean, it is a very broad segment, actually. So it is a huge market, very broad segment. But everyone tries to focus on security as an individual, like, antivirus, firewall, cloud security, those kind of vertical focus, right? And this one is basically connecting everything and trying to bring compliance angle to it, right? So it is a you might have heard Vanta. It is a very popular, it is a very leading complaint solution out there in the market. And recently, a couple of months back, there is something called Deldure, which got into a major controversy of bundling the compliance along with the audit, and the Y Combinator has to pull out the investment from them, right? So it's a completely new category which got created about the SaaS part of it got established around 7-8 years ago. Otherwise, the earlier there used to be Archer, which is a huge enterprise, massive client server based compliance solution out there. It's about 15-year-old. And then the SaaS based thing came up about 8-9 years old. And now it is all agentic AI and all that. Everyone claims that. So mostly people who have already has this, including Vanta, Drata, those guys, all the AI and agentic are bolted on. It cannot be in a native way like recently that we have built in a native way.
Understood, Shankar. Yeah, any last questions, anyone?
Shankar, quick one. Since you are moving from horizontal to vertical automotive, right? Considering the cycle time typically takes and the revenue potential, does it justify, or is it proven, or is it very early stage?
So currently it is early stage, right? But it will become a major part of the revenue stream because it is going to be mandatory. I mean, India is going to become mandatory with AS 189 from 2027 October or something like that. I don't remember the exact month, but sometime in 2027. So any connected vehicle without the compliance, it cannot go for a sale.
Okay.
Right. And Europe, it's already happening. I think it's RS 1811 RS something. I don't remember the exact number. But ISO 21434 is a mother of all of this. They have taken it from there, and they have constructed their own for their country.
Shankar, who's the global competitor?
Global competitor?
Yeah.
Vanta. Vanta is the leader in the space.
Yeah, they're market leaders clearly, and they're grown both in valuation and in the revenue and in the ARR. Other than Vanta, do you have any competition in India or Southeast Asia?
There are few. See, there are many smaller players in this market, right? Because the people also do, small, they just try to automate Excel sheets and then try to do the, things like this. But there is one, I know, the Singapore-based, which is called Conformity. I know I come across that. And there is something called a Sprinto and Scrut. They are Bangalore-based, and then it's Axel and Lightspeed invested on them, and then they moved to US currently. These are the popular names actually.
Okay, and you're going after SMBs or more? Is it like the enterprises you're going after?
So we are starting with SMBs, obviously because we are new and enterprise won't believe us so easily. And we have to ride on some system integrators, which is, if you want to go to enterprise, that is what we are trying to do now. But we are enterprise ready. It's not that we are not enterprise ready, but it's just hard sell to enterprise at this point of time.
Okay, got it.
And we have two enterprises, by the way, but that is more of a relationship than anything. Akasa Air, obviously, I worked there, and Fly 91, yes, I know them. So that's how these two happened. They both are enterprise.
Thanks, Shankar. Yeah, we can go to the next one. So from cybersecurity, we move to Petcare. Over to you, Shekhar from PetCart. You can share your screen and turn on the video also.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Shekhar.
Are you able to see my first slide?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Shekhar, founder of PetCart. Everybody is talking about humans, so we are just deviating it to pet segment, and I'm talking from our pet resort in Bangalore. So our interest is to create a pet company for pets and with the trust of pet parents. So we are on a journey to India's most trusted integrated pet ecosystem, where every pet parent finds convenience, care, and community. So we've written some words here driven by frequency, stronger border, and all that I'll discuss later. Right now, I am Chief Everything Officer, supported with some of our angels and tech support, and also veterinary clinic like Dr. Ediraj Srinivasan. We've been awarded as one of the emerging startup in 2021 vCISO, and our designs has got a lot of awards across India for green structure, gold green building, various other things. A quick size of Indian pet market. We know that Indian pet market is growing significantly, even though there is no justified data. The guesstimates talks that we are at about $3 billion and growing at about 16 to 18%. And the main segment is pet food. What are the insights of Indian pet category? It is growing about 30 million pets every month, every year. About 6 lakh pets are getting this thing. But category is very fragmented. No integrated player as of now. Why integrated player is required is pet category works exactly like a human baby category, maybe 0 to 5 years, and it is going to stay like that for the entire life cycle of a pet, which is typically about 12 to 14. So there will be huge requirements in different categories. Right now in India, there is no integrated player as of now. If you talk about the importance to pet parents and the needs which is there right now, food becomes the big requirement, followed by healthcare, dog walking, and boarding. So these are served by different players at different levels at this point of time. What we have done in PetCart for the last 10 years, in 2016, we started as an e-com player to understand the market. We ourselves did about 2,000 orders, but during COVID, we shut that business. We also started a vet platform to organize the veterinary clinics. which was using a paper kind of a system for tokens and appointments. We did about 1 lakh transactions there, but due to a technical upscale, we have shut down that also in 2024. But what remained with us was we launched India's first pet resort in 2018. That gave us a big boom. And as of now, as we speak, we've done about 85,000 pets days, about 10,000 swimming sessions, about 6,000 bathing, about 500 plus pet birthdays. And cumulatively for last 4 years, every year we've crossed 1 crore business with a margins of in excess of 25%. And every year we were profitable. And as we speak, we're on the big news of creating something very exciting of world's first pet experience center in one of the international airport. We are on an NDA, so we can't deliver the airport. But what was the thing that we were doing all these days? So typically a pet is staying with us for about 22 days in a year, which converts to about 2 days a month. In those 2 days in a month, we were serving entire needs of pets, which was their food requirement to our fresh food, their play sessions, and also their bathing and hygiene. But we were not doing anything for the remaining 343 days. We see it as a huge opportunity for us in PetCart. And we said that, when the pet parent requires, when he's going out of station, he is depending on us. Why can't we become his preferred partner, even in those days when he's in the home? So we want to create from a resort centric to a integrated pet care system in India, which will have a pet resorts, a grooming spas, and of course a huge network of dog walkers. What's going to be our advantage? In the pet resort, we've learned it hard way by doing all the 3 things which we are talking about. Every day we were serving the meals for the pets. In 85,000 days, we've served about 250,000 meals to them. We've taken care of about 2 lakh play sessions of them. We've also taken care of 6,000 grooming sessions for them. So we have an experience which we want to take outside with an integrated dog walking system, which will satisfy their boarding needs and their daily needs also. How are you going to be different to the existing players which are there in an unorganized manner? One, we have a experience of delivering this in our pet resort. 2, the resort will become a training academy for dog walkers. It will become a cloud kitchen for our pet food business. It's going to be a research center for continuity, and also it will become an experience center. The one big differentiation which we are trying is dog walkers are not going to be a mere dog walkers. In addition to dog walking, they're going to become a logistic arm to deliver the food business. So it's merely the hub and spoke model which we are trying to do. This is just an explanation of that. While the resort will become a center force, the dog walkers will create a dog walking system, and also they will deliver the food systems. So we're going to create and replicate same within the clusters of a city and then to the different cities of India. Now, as we speak, while we have done very well in the resort business, the dog walking pilot, which we started about 5 months ago, has given a huge business to us already. We are doing in a part of Bangalore, in Sajjapur area, where we started about 5 months back, already seeing a traction of about 16 pets. We've already crossed 2,000 dog sessions. And next month, we're going to cross 1 lakh business per month with just about 16 pets. And that is scattered in 5 apartments. So we saw a huge opportunity. So we want to take our business from 1.5 crore to 150 crores in next 5 to 6 years in India, covering all 6 metros and about 10 category A towns through the model that we discussed previously. Now, what is the landscape for this? If you take a global landscape, US being the biggest market, there are 3 companies which are there, PetSmart, Petco, and Chewy. They all started with a single agenda like us and then transited into integrated player, and they have become a $10 billion business right now. In Indian landscape, as we speak, there are different players, different leaders in different segment. Like if you take a e-commerce and retail, Heads of Retail is there. If you take a e-commerce and pharmacy, Supertails is there. And then if you take a health need, there is a Vetic and Dr. Paws. And then, of course, in it, At-home services is led by Dr. Dudley's, and then the food business is managed by Indian companies and the foreign companies. What is going to be a GTM plan, what we have done already and what we are going to do in future? This business is not a transactional business. What we have understood in the last 10 years, it's purely an emotional business. And huge marketing alone will not justify the business, what we are doing or what we are going to do. What we have learned there are three kinds of business which we will have. The resort business purely runs on word of mouth. That means the existing pet parent has to talk about you. The cafe business will run purely on the social media segment, and the dog walking will run on the apartment-based activities. The two new things what we are trying to do is create India's first club membership program. As we speak, we're working on this, which is going to be a club membership for pets, not the pet parents, and create a huge channel in YouTube and other podcasts called Tale of Tales. Because every pet parent in the last 10 years, I was never a pet parent before starting this, but in the last 10 years, I would have met huge number of pet parents where they want to listen to the stories of how they become a pet parent and how the entire life transited into pet parenting. So
Just a quick reminder, please wrap up fish within the next 1 minute.
yeah, so to scale up this business within the city, we are seeking for 2.5 crores, which will invested on manpower, because I was telling that I am right now chief everything officer. So from that I want to move into a strategic role, and also scale up the dog walking in different clusters, because as now right now we are doing in only one cluster of Bangalore. We are thinking of doing it in 12 clusters. Tech ramp up, because as you've seen that this segment, apart from e-commerce, the technical inclination has not happened. In dog walking, as we speak, we ramped up the tech where the pet parents can live track the pet parent, where the pet is, how many steps the pet has done, the speed. Why speed matters? Because if the pet has got higher weight, to reduce that weight, they have to walk at little more speed. And of course, marketing, and also infra creation of grooming spa and cat boarding within our existing premises. So that's all about the PetCart.
Thanks, Shekhar. And your love for pets is visible. Yeah, thanks. Open for questions. Especially pet parents. Any of you been to Shekhar's place? PetCart? No? Okay, I think no questions, Shekhar, for you, surprisingly. Because I know it's a very high growth sector, especially globally. Pets are our anti-depression companions globally, and especially for emptiness. Yeah. So, anybody has any question? No? Okay. Fine, Shekhar. We'll request everyone, do rate yourself. Rate the startup in that sheet. Anup, Vinay, Venu, request to rate the startup in that sheet, because that will help us decide. This is more a pitch to understand who is ready for our VIP/champion program. And so do please rate. And if you have any challenge, do DM me here or even on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Understood.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, we go to the next startup for today, which is Xperio. Sanjeev, you can share your screen and for Xperio.
Yeah, let me get started. Can you see it?
Yes.
Hi, this is Sanjeev. I'm the founder of Xperio. Xperio is a young startup. We are a community-based tech platform for authentic and offbeat travel experiences hosted by the local communities. Our objective is to connect conscious travelers to the heart of India Similar to like how in manufacturing sector we have Make in India. In tourism, we want to make sure that travel in India as a concept and promote the program. To introduce our team, myself and my co-founder Prabha Mudda, together we have close to 50 years of experience in software development. Out of that, I have spent 10 years in startup industry, and also I had set up a GCC in Bangalore and ran it for 6 years. So the inspiration to build Xperio was from two moments which the founder had felt, myself had felt. One was my village experience during my farming passion, which I was trying to do a couple of years back. That's when I got to connect with the village community, heard the stories, got closely with them, joined their festivals, rituals, and became, in most instances, guest. So what was the finding here is that the rural places have very unique experience offerings. What was felt that people have to travel to these places to experience these stories. The other moment was when I was from a kid, I had this willing or aspiration to do a Yakshagana dance. I don't know how many knows the people Yakshagana. So this is actually a music and dance program which happens from the folklore. All these years I had been got a feedback of why I should not be able to do kind of situations. But a couple of years back, when one of the families in the coastal Karnataka called me to be their guest, and they happened to introduce me to the ecosystem. And can you see, mate?
Yeah, we are seeing your screen, Sanjeev. If you pitch only.
For some reason, I can't see my screen myself.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, give me a second. Oh no, it got missed out. Okay, so they are the family of the coastal Karnataka. They opened their doors for me, and that's when they dressed me up, they painted me, they allowed me to taught me some few steps and allowed me to go on the stage and perform it. This was a big eureka moment for me, which I've been waiting for 3 decades to happen. The finding was that, you know what, you don't always have to observe things. You can also get an opportunity to perform inside that. So what I found out that there are more powerful experiences which cannot be happening in resorts, but they can be lived through people, culture, and participants. This is when we started doing a lot of research around it. No, for some reason. I stop and start share once again. For some reason, it has got.
Sure.
No, I don't think so. Oops. Can you see now?
Yes.
It's not moving for some reason.
You're not able to change slides?
Yeah, I'm not able to change slides. It got stuck. Hold on.
So go without slides then, Sanjeev. No second option. 5 minutes left. Leave that. Forget that. You can go without slides. Yeah.
So I think one of the thing experience from those things
Stop
was
sharing the screen also. Yeah. If you want, stop sharing the screen. Yeah.
Let me try it for some reason. So when I looked at the market, I think market already had a lot of inclination towards it. There was big size in tourism happening. People were moving from the traditional sightseeing to the experience-based thing. That's when I thought, how are people today performing it? When I looked at it, the problem statement was very clear that one was discovery problem where people were trying to look out for this kind of an experience, but they always found out standard and commercial tours. On the other side, the people who can afford these experiences, the locals, were left out from the ecosystem because most of the travel income, tourism income goes to the cities and the tourist destinations. The locals are merely used as a low-end jobs or just a participant in it. So the idea was to how do we fix this issue? So that's when Xperio was born. So we thought of connecting these conscious travelers, hosting these experiences, giving a platform for the locals to share their day-to-day livelihood experiences onto the platform, and the travelers can seek and book this experience. So that these are the local hosts don't have to stop doing what they're currently doing. It's just that they get to earn a secondary income through this process, and also a capital invest. They don't have to do any capital investments, and without having to do any cultural dilution. The market size, I think, when we looked at it, it was a very big because in India, I think in the last 2023, we had seen a significant domestic tourism happening across close to 2.5 billion trips have happened, and the projection was around 5 billion trips happening in 2030. So the idea was that when we looked at it, how can we took a bottom-up approach. We took from the World Trade or Tourism Organization, 30% travelers are more towards inclines towards sustainable tourism. So that's when we came up with the TAM of 80 billion, assuming that 0.2% of them would be just aware of experience tourism. We thought of these are the people who can do that. Means we took 0.2 out of that. It is close to 128 million as the SAM. And from a SOM point of view, based on our current awareness and capacity, what we have, we thought of we can hit 40 million in the next 5 years. So that was the thing. So Xperio is positioned in intersection of three structural gaps. One, the traveler who wants authenticity but do not have no way to find it. The other one is the communities who have the values but they don't lack a market to share it. And the other one is tourism exists, the demand exists, but it is disconnected from the real expectations. So typically in rural segment or when you're working with community-led, trust plays a significant role. So we are overcoming this through the help of a community influencers who are basic job is to discover and identify locals and their experiences onto the platform. They becomes the gatekeeper for our experiences. So we also identified a various set of customer segments. So as we speak, we are already live with our MVP. We have a web and a mobile platform where travelers can go and book these experiences. At the same time, we have a host application for the host to come on board with their experiences, manage their bookings and their payouts. What are the learning from the MVP was that the functional validation was done. We could able to book and manage the experiences. At the same time, create socially engaging content. We have close to, because it's young, we have around 2,500 followers on Instagram, and a couple of our reels had millions of views, traction. So there is a potential for virality. So we have around 25 plus experiences onboarded onto our platform. Close to around 60 to 70 people have traveled on our platform, paid trips. These are all okay, and we have made a revenue around close to 1.5, and we have a rating of 4.5. So what we business model is that in our case, it's 80% of the revenue should reach to the locals. 20% is what the commission which we do take from that point of view. When it from a competition point of view, we are not competing others with on the price or comfort. We are looking in from a differentiator point of view, pure and authenticity, sustainability, and things like that. So that's where I think we are well positioned. We have done a lot of mapping with the international and Indian players who currently offer in some sort of services these models currently. So we have a clear differentiators where we can work on. So from a GTM strategy point of view, in the next 1 year, we want to take a very unique approach of taking one experience category and roll out within one state like Karnataka and get out to 50 to 500 travelers been meeting that expectations. We also have
Just a quick reminder, you have about a minute left to
so and
complete
also
your.
on the 36-month, next 3 months roadmap, we have multi-category, multi-states launch program. A vision for 2030 is that we want to have 500 plus experience listed on our platform, cater to 10,000 people with touch to 1,000 local people, host and touch their lives part of it. So we are seeking around $250K for the 12 months runway for an equity of 15%, predominantly used for hiring team, marketing, both online and offline, tech development kind of things. I think we are done with. So join us. Let's travel more deeper, meet these people, and feel their world. Thank you.
Thanks, Sanjeev. Something really interesting and different. India has so many micro Bharat experiences which the world is waiting to explore and waiting to live it. Yeah. So yeah, like what you're doing. Yeah, we're open for questions.
Girish, I joined in late. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Vinay.
So I could not hear the entire conversation, but and I don't want to sound pompous, I'm probably the only guy in this room who knows much more about tourism than anybody else in India does. Not because I am an expert, but because we are working directly with the Ministry of Tourism and we know exactly the kind of statistics that is available. Okay. My only request is the numbers which are thrown around are completely off. Completely off. Okay. So my request is please visit Ministry of Tourism's office. If nothing else, go and pick up their latest handbook, which is 25-26, which has not yet been released. It is available in their office. You have to go to their office and speak to one person there and collect it. If you want the name of the person, I'll give you the name of the person also. Okay. 40 million is a number which is absolutely impossible. I can tell you right away because I have the numbers with me. Okay. So, and I'm sorry I came in late, but you need to revisit your numbers seriously.
Point
Okay,
taken.
fair, fair enough,
Okay.
fair enough.
There is something called a Nidhi portal. Are you aware of the Nidhi portal?
Yeah,
Do you
we
have
are also
access to
member
it?
We are member to it.
Okay, you have access there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are questioning the data which is there on the Nidhi portal. And the government of the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has told us to recreate that entire thing. So right now we have done it in 10 states. We have already done it. So we have more authentic data today. I have more authentic data today than even the Nidhi portal has. And we have it split by footfalls, by state. So maybe one of the things that you need to do is to reach out to MOT, talk to them and ask them, can they give you survey access data?
Just to let you know that I'm working at central government MOT joint secretary level interactions are happening.
Who are you talking with?
Yeah, we can discuss this offline.
Yeah, we can discuss this offline, Vinay. Questions, questions.
Okay.
I can share
questions, folks. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm also discussing with the same people. So maybe we are talking the same person. You need to get that information right.
Yeah, point
40 million is tough.
I agree. Yeah. The data is incorrect. And Shashank, please revisit. Yeah. But we open for questions. No questions?
TripAdvisor has had this service for some advanced countries. Maybe I haven't specifically seen the India one. How popular is that, by the way, Sanjeev?
It is very good, sir. I think if you look at in the last year in the Singapore travel conference, TripAdvisor made a big announcement that telling that 40% of the revenue comes through today to the experiences only, trips. So that's a big shift happening. You can visit last year's event happened in Singapore. So next year, they're going to create an experience pavilion in that event. So today, as you rightly said, they're catering more of a beyond India concept, okay? And they're mostly in India, that's limited to cities and they're limited to few activities like few duration, like city walks kind of things, which are few hour duration activities kind of an experience. But we are talking about experience which are going to be hosted by the locals, where we have a slow travel tourism coming into picture.
Yes, Sanjeev. This is Manish.
Yeah.
First of all, I should really congratulate you. The idea which you have brought on the table is very interesting and very unique. I just have one question. If you have to identify one such experience and you have to bring it, make it commercially viable. How much time does it take? Matlab, operationally, how difficult this business is, and is it scalable? And where is the technology intervention which can be brought in to make it more scalable?
Yeah, I think a good point. So initially, Manish, I think we also had this apprehension that there is an opportunity for the locals to participate and earn income, but at the same time, we were skeptical about how open they are to and what is the questions they have in their mind. So when we did a Reiki, we were surprised to know that the openness we had. So in the first 3 months, I think we were able to get 10 experiences. That's where we took the help of the local influencer as a connect, because trust has to be built on the local level. That community influencer could be an individual, it could be a NGO kind of an organizations who help to work with these hosts and tell them the opportunity, and they identify those experiences. So I think initially, because it is a heavy lifting activity, because we have to create an ecosystem. People are not aware of it. So a couple of years would take to build this thing. And over a period of time, we understand that it can have virality. Now, coming to technology, I think we are using technology in basically creating those experiences, creating social media contents through AI. A lot of things are happening as we speak. We have a language conversational happening between AI and translators. So technology is playing a big role from that.
Right. Thanks, Sanjeev, and good work. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Request again the panelists, including Vinay, to rate uh, rate the startup in that sheet. Yeah, Xperio in that sheet. Thanks. Yeah, we go to the next one, which is EV battery recycling, Blackmass. Over to you, Shashank.
Oh, is it over, Sanjeev?
Yes. Oh, Venu, you had a question? Oh, go ahead, Venu. You can go ahead.
So, are you going after the overseas customer base, or is it, you're also looking at domestic?
Initially, we are planning the domestic. We want to get all the issues hashed out in a domestic level. And once we are confident that particular local host is ready for exposed to the international tourist, that's when we will start opening up for them. So we'll take a very incremental, cautious, but definitely in the roadmap, it is there.
So have you heard about Trilophilia? Trilophilia, and a few of the folks have tried this earlier, over the last 10 plus years, 12 plus years, but for some reason they haven't been able to scale.
Definitely, I think there are a lot of factors. If you look at today, one is that today government itself is promoting a lot of programs, Incredible India, Dekho Apna Desh programs. There are a lot of things happening across to visit India, and a lot of circuits have been created. And again, coming back, the connectivity to these places have improved over the last 10 years, whether it's rail, road network connectivity, even communication networks have been improved. So and plus social media is playing a big role in it today, wherein the kind of virality and that the FOMO which it builds, which were definitely not there much earlier. I think timing is the only question mark today.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, Shashank, you can share your screen.
Yeah. I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, Shashank.
Hi, everyone. Me and Shashank are the co-founders of Blackmass Energies. Thank you so much for having us. Am I audible?
Yes, sure. Turn on your video while you're speaking.
Yeah, just a moment.
And if you are,
I think there is some issues in my camera.
Go ahead, sure.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah, Shashank, can you move into the next slide? Yeah. So we are building. We started as a marketplace model. This is basically EV battery recycling. We are mostly focused on lithium-ion battery recycling, the same battery which can be used in laptops and phone as well. So the agenda is the category of EV is growing with 40 to 50% per annum, right? And even the Indian government is very focused on this technology of recyclings and that we should bring in India. And once lithium should enter in the country, should never exit. So this is the all idea of this particular this category. So we started our company in June 2024. The first year was the discovery phase. We started our revenue from Feb 2025. How we are generating the revenue? We started with trading of the black mass. I'll tell you what is black mass. So once the shelf life of a EV battery, drained, so that scrap you can collect from the market. Then you can recycle it, and then you again this black powder will go to a refinery, and it will go through a process of hydrometallurgy, and then you will get the lithium carbonate, which is directly used by the manufacturers of EV batteries. So currently we are operating in the supply chain model. We are getting scrap from the market. We are getting it recycled and getting it black mass powder in a different machineries. We don't own any machinery as of now. We use it, someone else plant, and making it a contract manufacturing like thing, and then we are selling it to the refineries. The idea is to put up our own plant by end of this year. We are actually in talks with few companies to have a JV, and then we will put our own recycling plant. So as of now, if I talk about the numbers, we have done last year around 2 crores we have closed, and our monthly run rate is around 1.2 to 1.3 crore. So as you can see over here, India's battery recycling ecosystem is broken. So dead cell is increasing, and it's environmental risk is also been increased. So all these batteries, the chunk of the batteries is going in the dump, and it's creating environmental hazards, right? So recyclers currently underutilized due to scrap shortages. So we have seen in last couple of years lot of EV battery recyclers has entered in the market, but scrap shortages also we have seen, right sort of scrap, it's not available currently, right? And the supply of the black mass is also inconsistent. So Krishan, can you go into the next slide? Yep.
So
So
how
this
does
is
the whole, yeah, assume, so how
yeah,
does the
please.
whole cycle is work? So first, getting from the mining. So from mining, it comes as a pure metal, that is lithium, nickel, cobalt, and all. Then it will goes to the battery manufacturing and it goes to the market. And it used till 4 to 5 years of shelf life. Then it comes as a scrap. So we are taking those scrap from OEMs. Then this is the machinery called R2 machinery. Will grading and sorting. Then it will comes as a black mass in the market. This is a composition of lithium, nickel, cobalt, that is called NMC, LCO, LFP black mass. Then it goes to the refinery, that is hydrometallurgy, by doing the leaching processes and extracting the pure metal, removing all the impurities. Then will be getting the pure again. What we getting from the mining, we get same as a after refinery. We will be getting this lithium, nickel, cobalt, all the metals. Again, it will use in the batteries, and it comes as a same shelf life what we are getting from the virgin metals, now recycled metals. And it has from the mining, it has only 4 to 5% of recovery rate. Here it's a 45% of recovery rate overall. Yeah, Sean, over to you.
So if you see the global market, serviceable market is around $40 billion. Currently, if I talk about the in India itself, it is a $4 billion market. And largely, this particular market is captured by unorganized players. If you talk about the organized market in India, we are contributing close to $1 billion of revenue. Remaining all, you can say it's unorganized market of $3 billion, right? And globally, it is around $40 billion. Again, it is growing with 40 to 50% CAGR per annum in India itself, and globally also it's increasing by 30%. Please move on to the next slide, Sajjan. Yeah. So what is the business model? So we are actually acquired the entire supply chain. We are working on the same model. So we are making margin at every node. Even while collecting this scrap, we are actually just partnered with few OEMs, and we are partnered with unorganized players in India. Mostly, if you see, the scrap market is placed in Delhi. There are a few regions like Mustafabad, Selampur. Then we are doing the black mass trading. After getting the scrap, we are doing the recycling of scrap, and we're getting black mass, and then we're trading it to the refiners. Also, we can export this black mass to China and Korea. Then the third step is hydromet refining. So once the black mass go to the hydromet, this is a process where we use multiple chemicals for leaching part, and then we'll get the right metal at the battery grade, which is 99.5% efficiency of lithium that we can use in the battery grade model, right? And again, the export option is also available, but as of now, government is pushing us to create a domestic supply chain. So right now, we, the black mass recyclers are not exporting our black mass because we are getting huge demands in India, and lot of the big players like Adani, Wari Energies, Excite, they are putting their battery manufacturing plant, like the cell manufacturing plant. Till now in India, we do not manufacture any cells. We are just assembling it. But from this year, we can see a lot of players are entering which will manufacturing the cells in India. So once that will start, the demand of black mass, carbonate, and scrap, everything will increase like exponentially. Shang, next slide. So this is our executions. If I talk about the revenue, the monthly run rate is current around 1.2, 1.3 crores. We have started our revenue from Feb 2025. In that 2 months, we have done around 2 crores of revenue. Last month, which was April, we have done 1.3 crore of revenue. This month, we have booked an order of 2.2 crore. Out of that, 1.1 crore already been executed. Remaining will be done by end of this month. And the EBITDA, because we are doing in trading and we have a net cost of salaries and all, so the EBITDA lies between 1 to 2%. But we are just entering in contract manufacturing, so over there revenue, the EBITDA would be around 10 to 15%. Once we have a plan, like own plant of Blackmass recycling, that is cost around 1 crore to 1.5 crore. We are already in touch with few companies to do JV over there. In next 6 months we are planning to open our own plant. Talking about this particular round, this is a pre-seed round what we are raising of 2 crores. Out of 2 crores we have raised 1 crore already. That's a FDI investment we got from US based angel investor. And parallelly, we are doing R&D of LFP hydromet technology. So this is our plan to put a refinery by next year in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Refinery would be like the first step of scrap to black mass plant. We will be executing next 2 to 3 months. And once the revenue part, we are in plan to just scale it to 20 to 25 crore of revenue by this end of this year. And after that, we're going to raise our series A round. On that, we will be putting the LFP based hydromet refining. I'll tell you there are 3 types of black mass available in the market. One is NMC, second is LCO, and third, which is this LFP black mass. So whatever refineries are existing in India, they are only doing refinery of NMC and LCO. They are not touching LFP black mass. But as of now, if you see the global situation, Tesla, BYD, lot of other companies are moving towards LFP batteries
Please try to
due to the
wrap
power.
up the pitch in the next 1 minute.
Sure. So, a lot of big companies are moving towards LFP batteries. So that's why we are actually focusing on LFP black mass refining. And we have started the R&D part as well. So this is the competitive landscape. In India, we have few competitors like Atero, Loham, Recycle Karo. They are doing close to, Loham is doing 1,000 crore of revenue and remaining are doing 100 to 400 crores of revenue. But they are into these 2 types of black mass, which is NMC and LCO. But we are entering in a different path, which is LFP black mass. So the go-to-market study is already executed. We are in the revenue phase already. Now we are also doing R&D parallelly. The goal is to put our 2 plants. One is black mass plant and second is the refinery plant. That going to happen by this year. So join us in building India's battery recycling backbone. 1 crore we already raised. We are raising another 1 crore in this pre-seed round. The last valuation what we have raised was 30 crore.
So where we are in this industry, so basic terms, initially, as of now, we are started our contract manufacturing, getting the scale from the market, not setting up our own plant that cost us 2 to 3 CR initially, but there's a plants are there. We partnership with them and doing the contract manufacturing initially and getting
Please
the
wrap up
whatever,
your pitch.
yeah, whatever material we'll be getting, we source to the refineries. Parallelly, we got selected in the incubation SARTHY University. There we are doing R&D for the hydrogen. So our background is we both are from the same college in Lucknow, AKTU, and Shivam is completed BTech in Electronics and Communication, and I have done BTech in Civil Engineering. And I have worked in multiple startups at that time. Now, since 2024, I'm working on this model. Over to you, Shivam.
Yeah, we're happy to take questions.
Yeah, thanks, Shivam, and very much needed. I know it's quite an unorganized sector, and lithium is gold for EV industry, and of course, it is not available as. So we're open for questions.
What does GMV mean in this context? When you say your revenues is GMV is 1.2, 1.3 crores, 2.2 crores, what does it really mean?
I tell you. So basically, this deck is actually like 1 month old. So last year, when we started our model, so we started with a marketplace model where we are getting the commission out of whatever shipment we are facilitating, right? So if you see, last year we have finished on 5.5 crore of GMV, but revenue we because we have started from our own books from February. So from February, we are getting from our own account. So that's the revenue. So if I talk about 1.2, 1.3 crore per month, we are generating the revenue, right? GME was the, in the last financial year, we have done like 2 to 3 crores of GME as well.
So typically, what's your take rate?
In revenue you're asking, or in GMV?
Margin.
Your margins.
Margin.
Yeah.
Currently, sir, it's lies between 2 to 3%, but from this month itself, the target is to increase to 5 to 6%.
So with 1 to 2%, you did 1.2 crores, 1.3 crores, is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
This is not the GMV. This is your own revenues, right?
No, our own revenue, sir. Yes, per month 1.2, 1.3 crore we are doing.
So you're doing what? GMV is 100 crores in that case?
No, sir. We have stopped the marketplace model, so there is no GMV right now. Only revenue part is there.
Out of which margin is 1 to 2%. Correct, na?
Out of yes, market is 1 to 2%, but this month the margin will be around 4 to 5%.
Yeah,
out
due
of
to
this
the
1.2,
contract
1.5 CR.
manufacturing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we started the contract manufacturing CMO, that's why the margin was increased 2 to 3% gradually.
But why is margin low?
Sir, actually,
Initially, we are,
the cost of goods is very high. If we are taking from a recycler and then we are selling to a refinery, again, the cost is very high to acquire, right? It's over there. But if we are going to contract manufacturing, it means we are starting from the bottom of the supply chain. Then we can make our margin like 4 to 5%, and eventually by use of efficiency, we can say like in 4 to 5 months, we'll be able to reach like 10 to 15%. So this year, if you once will conclude this year, the total EBITDA we are targeting around 10 to 15%. Currently, last month was 1 to 2%. This month we're targeting 4 to 5%. But end of this year, we'll be increasing like we're getting around 10% of margin.
So
Because
bigger
you are
challenge is
outsourcing,
that
that's why.
Yes, we are outsourcing, sir. Yeah.
That's why
So
margin.
current bigger challenge is that for the raw materials. So raw material market is overall unorganized, and new player was the EV industry, and this cars and bikes are there. They will take 1 to 2 years to come their batteries in the market, and till that we will started on the contracts with them and agreements with them. So that will have in particular 1 to 2 years. We have continuous supply. We won't have to depend on any unorganized market. That's why we can increase our margin as well.
Understood. Yeah, any other questions, anyone?
Yeah, Shivam, first of all, thanks for this. Well, it is, I think, as Girish pointed out, it's the right solution to have, and it's very important for the sustainability. Two, three important questions. What I'm able to understand, you intend to actually, or in fact, you are acquiring battery scrap, and then you are reprocessing it, and finally producing lithium carbonate, going to produce lithium carbonate, which is going to be used in battery cells. That understanding is correct?
Yes, correct.
And currently, what you're doing at the moment is you're just in the first leg of it, that is, you are collecting the scrap and giving it to the refiners.
Yes, sort of. So basically, there are two types of industry, like you can say two steps are there. One is scrap to black mass, then is black mass to lithium carbonate. That is a refinery level. So we are actually in the first step. We are getting scrap and they're getting black mass, and we're selling black mass to refiners. We're not selling lithium carbonate because lithium carbonate needs a hydrometallurgy facility, right? So we are in the first step, but the goal is to put a refinery as well by end of like by March or April 2027.
One important thing.
Manish, quick question, because we are on time. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. For this type of business, the process is the key. So the process which you want to apply from start to finish, is there any differentiator in that process, or this is something which is you got a patent for or something like that?
I don't think so. There is no differentiation in the processes, by the way. There can be differentiation in the types of black mass, right? But the end product, which is lithium carbonate 99.5%, would be the same. If you want to sell to the battery manufacturer, you have to achieve that particular level, right? How we are different, that we are actually very good at our executions, right? We are barely one, like, like 2 years old, and we are doing very good in the market. Like, there are few companies in this industry which is from last 5 to 6 years, but they're not able to achieve this much of revenue because we have invested a lot of time, like initially couple of years in doing the R&D, in, just traveling in the market, and then we are able to know that we have to execute one step at a time, right? So there are no such execution thing, but yeah, we are parallelly doing the R&D. So once we'll achieve the efficiency of that LFP black mass refining, definitely we're gonna go in, do our patent.
Yeah, that is the next step that R&D we are doing. And since we have planned to achieve battery grade for the lithium carbonates from LFP, that is lithium iron phosphate. So this is a process of hydromet. We have to crack those model for the particular, and we're gonna file the patents and all. Once we have this whole the cycle, how does we can refine from lab level, then we will have to plan to set up our own refinery plant.
Thanks, Shashank and Shivam. Pramod, sorry.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, next, if you can, yeah.
No,
Good, and we'll connect you again also if you want with the startup for further questions, Pramod.
No worries. I got a couple of commit for them, but then I have a quick question to Shivam and Shashank. When you said you are going to have a JV for the next plant, what is the margin sharing between these two? So, if you are going to share the margin and facilities, that will affect your books, right? What would be the
Correct. So basically, if we are doing JV, the margin will jump to 15% because we have the machinery and we have the entire control chain, right? So the even revenue will jump. But if you see, currently we are operating at 4 to 5% of margin, but after the JV, the margin will increase to 7 to 8% because the overall margin is 16%. Still, we are very profitable, but the revenue will jump. As of now, 1.5 to 2 crores we are doing, but revenue will jump around 2.5 to 3 crores because 10,000 metric ton of machine capacity can easily generate 15 to 20 crores of revenue, right? So the revenue will jump significantly. Even the margin will jump for us, even after sharing.
No. Will you be sharing the profit with the JV partner?
There are two terms of JV. First one is profit sharing that we won't pay for that much. Second one is for the contract manufacturing. If I will only pay per kg rates to them, and we will decide, okay, if it is workable for us, then we will go with that. We have 3 companies are already sorted. We have NDA done. Where we are getting a better margins, we'll start executing with them. This is a, you can say, as a contract, we will pay per kg rates to them, and overall profit margin in our hand.
So your projected EBITDA and CIGR, these figures are based on which model, the first or the second?
The second model.
Second, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pramod, for the question, and thanks, Shivam and Shashank. So we go to the next one, Vinay, hydrogen-powered drones, Visron. Over to you, Vinay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
I hope my screen is visible and my voice is audible to all clearly.
Yes, Vinay, go ahead.
Okay. My name is Vinay Kumar Yadav. I am the founder and CEO of Visron Private Limited, and our organization currently developing one of the world's first hydrogen-powered logistic drones for high altitude area. And with this drone, we are solving one of the critical challenges which was faced by Indian Army into the high altitude region. So while working with the Indian Army in a high altitude area as a freelancer in both the commands like Northern and Western Command, we got to know that helicopters were not a feasible solution from the perspective of logistic supply in high altitude. And battery powered drones were also not giving the performance because the voltage drop issues happening in high altitude, and the flight time is only coming to 10 minutes. So, since 2021 only, both the commands were looking such kind of solution, and this has given us a motivation to develop something. And then we started our research and development. Earlier, we are looking to go for the development of hydrogen drone by procuring fuel cells from outside India. But when we got to know that these hydrogen fuel cells which were coming outside from India, they were so much heavy, and majorly they are based on open cathode technology, in which you need to require to intake oxygen from environment. So then we decided to develop our own hydrogen fuel powered drone. So we developed a 12 kilowatt of hydrogen fuel cell, which is currently having only weight of 5.5 kilogram, and it has a capacity to fly for 60 minutes in a high altitude area of 15,000 feet. And it can take a payload of 20 kilograms. And we have already tested it in Tawang and Galwan area, where the temperature is ranging from minus 10 degree to minus 25 degrees Celsius. And the whole operational cost, like if, as I mentioned in the previous slide, that it is only coming 43, like 50,000 rupees. So if you compare it with the helicopters, which cost around 43 lakh rupees per mission, and also there is a situation relevant to the issue of the helicopter crash, and the life threat is also associated, because for flying a helicopter you need at least 5 men. And currently, the USP of our hydrogen fuel cell is that it is currently the lightest hydrogen fuel cell ever developed for any sort of UAV application, and it is based on closed cathode liquid cooled technology, in which we don't have to intake any kind of oxygen from the environment, and it is particularly developed for the high altitude conditions, because there are thin air and the oxygen is not available in the abundance. And this also allows us to fly it into temperature ranging from minus 10 degree to minus 50 degrees Celsius. So these are some of the USP of our hydrogen fuel cell. And the whole fuel cell we have developed in India only, and we haven't imported and procured any component from any other organization. All the components, including reactor, bipolar electrode, and everything, we have developed by ourselves. So as I told you that already we have done demonstration with both the commands, Northern and Western Command, in Galwan and in Tawan sector, where we have tested at different altitudes, 14,500 feet and 15,500 feet, where we have taken payload of 10 kg and 15 kg respectively. And apart from that, now we were also looking to enhance the payload capacity for more than 20 kg in the upcoming time. So if we compare it with the helicopter, so cost comparison is a significant difference, and the crew challenge, which is I told you that the death threat is there, that we were solving because our drone is fully autonomous. We don't have to rely on manpower, and there is a mission restriction is also. So with the helicopter, for a month you can do 30 missions only, but with our hydrogen powered drone you can easily do 200 plus missions. So that is one of the key advantage of utilizing our technology in high altitude area. Already, Ministry of Defense, known as the Sena Bhavan, also deployed 3,000 crores for the hydrogen and methanol based product solutions. And from this, 320 CR dedicatedly deployed for the logistic drones procurement. And here we were looking to become a first mover and to deploy as a first mover to the Indian Army, so that not from the perspective of technology, but from the perspective of business also, we are going to be the first organization to provide all sort of infrastructure, which include maintenance, refueling, hydrogen tank, and other essentials also. So this is the process which we have already done. Now we were looking for the manufacturing of the drones, in which we are targeting to export 60% of the inventory outside India. And reason behind this, because back in 2023, we have gone to Europe, in Europe largest drone exhibition show, where we presented this technology across the world, organizations who were visiting there. So we got a huge demand from the organization based out in Europe, US, Ukraine, and Russia because similar challenges were there, which was faced by Northern Command and Western Command in India. So there is a huge opportunity to create a good margin from the perspective of profitability by exporting these drones outside India. This is the core comparison regarding our drones. So if you see on all the parameters, which include propulsion, payload capacity, range, altitude, and core focus, our organization stand as an exception in front of all our competitors, which include companies like Heaven Aerotech from Israel. Paras Defense just has done a JV with the Heaven Aerotech, and apart from that, S3 Dynamics from USA and Scan Drone that is also based out in USA. So we were targeting to establish a manufacturing plant in which we are going to manufacture 1,500 drones annually. And from this, as I told you, we are looking to export 60% outside India and 40% inventory we are going to sell it in India, right? So currently on each drone, we are targeting to sell at 20 lakh rupees. And from this, we are going to generate 2 lakh rupees of margin, which include our manufacturing cost of 12 lakh 50,000. And apart from that, the overheads were involved, which include transportation and other procurement thing of around 5 lakh rupees. And recurring EMC is also going to be a revenue stream for us, where we are going to take 3 lakh rupees AMC for each single drone for the next 10 years, because there is a mandate in Indian Army that if they have procured any kind of product from any organization, they have to take AMC for the next 10 years from that particular organization only. Me and my co-founder, we both have worked as a freelancer, and around 3+ years of experience we have. And I had done my graduation in computer science, and my co-founder has done his graduation in electrical engineering. And along with us, we have a great pool of advisors. Firstly, Mr. Girish Soni, who's already having 8+ years of defense and drone sector
Please wrap up
experience.
the pitch in the next minute.
Sure. And he has directly access to all the commands, which include Delta Force and Assam Rifles also. And apart from that, from the perspective of hydrogen fuel cell technology, these are the eminent advisors who have mentored us, which include Mr. Pankaj Kumar, who's one of the first team leader for hydrogen fuel cell development ever developed in India, and Aradhya Nagar, who is currently working as a lead engineer in one of the biggest e-commerce marketplace based out in Germany named Highfinder, and Upendra Paluri also. So our total ask is of 20 CR for our manufacturing, and thus we are currently raising 8 crores of fund to establish a small scale of manufacturing so that we can deploy 20 drones of fleet earlier, and the profitability we are going to generate, that we are going to utilize to enhance our manufacturing and to raise the further 12 crore of rounds, and that is we are targeting for the 50 CR of valuation. So thank you so much to all looking for the question.
Thanks, Vinay, and good presentation, Vinay. Yeah, we are open for questions. Deep Tech India.
Okay, when I promote this side, I have already invested in a robotics firm which work with government, and we are also signing a term sheet with another drones company. My quick question is, because I was not able to follow you, there was a network interruption. Do you have a pipeline to supply this 1,500 drones which you are planning to roll out every year? Do you have a pipeline for that? Secondly, what is the process? I mean, have you empaneled with the different departments of defense? Who are your ideal clients in when you say defense, right? I mean, apart from Delta Force and a couple of other organizations, who are your primary, what you call, customers in India? And are you also planning to export it? Can you quickly answer these two questions?
Sure, sir. So we have all the resources available which were required to deploy a full-fledged supply chain. So basically, I was working since 2018-19 only with the defense, like in Pokhran and in other areas we have already worked. And also from the perspective of force customer segment, we are targeting Northern Command and Western Command, who are our key customers for the sales of these drones. And we are, as you are asking regarding the export, so we are heavily focusing to export these drones outside India because in 2023, we got a chance to visit in Europe and exhibit this technology in Europe largest exhibition show, drone exhibition show named DroneX. So there we got a huge demand from European defenses organization and also Ukraine, Russia, and US organization. Already we were in connect with the Drone America, who have already like his founder connected with me, and he has shown interest to procure our drones. And right now we are into the process of getting like all the certifications required and the patent filing also.
So you don't have a letter of intent or any order right now. I mean, what is your order book looks like now?
Sure, sir. So currently we don't have any work order right now because what happened back in March 2025, we have given demonstration to both the commands in Kalwan and Tawang area at 14,000 and 15,000 feet respectively. But after that, the Operation Sindoor issue occurred, and what happened during that time that so many drone organizations committed to different units that we are going to give you 50 drones, 100 drones of fleet whenever you require. But when they have asked and released the work order, so this didn't happen. So unit had to blacklist all these things. And then after that, Sena Bhavan has given a strict mandate to all the brigadiers that even if you have to release a LOI, firstly you have to have a proof that that company, whatever the like quantity they are committing, that they are going to deliver 10 drones, 20 drones, or whatever, you need to cross verify it. After that, only you can give an LOI and just work
Okay,
on
I
it.
need more clarity, so let's connect post this thing separately.
Sure, Pramod. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Any more questions on the technology, the patent, the defensibility? Happy to answer.
So these are quadcopter drones, isn't it?
Sir, these are hexacopter drones. These are not quadcopter drones.
Okay.
And yes, and these can take a payload of 20 kilograms in a high altitude area. High altitude area means height is more than 12,000 feet and the temperature is less than like minus 10 degrees Celsius.
I mean, just a basic question. I thought at least 15,000 feet you mentioned. I thought people go for fixed wing drones at that height simply because, I mean, the air is just not dense enough, isn't it? Or am I mistaken?
No, sir. Currently, only a single fixed wing drone can go there, which is a high altitude long endurance drone developed by Lockheed Martin, named MQ-9 Reaper, and that cost more than 1,000 CR to Indian Army.
No, but there are ISC startups doing Commodore and things like that, which are much cheaper, isn't it? So.
I haven't seen on the practical side till now, sir,
Okay.
like for the high altitude area.
Fair point. But is
These
it
are
even
hydrogen cell
possible?
drones? Yeah, Parag, are these hydrogen or are these battery?
No. I don't think they're hydrogen cell drones.
But as per him,
So
battery
these are
won't work
hydrogen
at
cell
high.
drones. So these are hydrogen cell drones. We
Yeah,
have
yours is
developed our own
hydrogen. I was
hydrogen
talking about
yours
the
is
IS.
hydrogen.
Yeah, competition I was talking about. Yeah. Okay. Because as per him, the
Okay, yeah,
technology
those
fails
are
at high
battery
altitude,
powered
minus
drones.
degree temperature. Yeah.
No. Girish, the thing is that if the air is not dense enough, then a quadcopter, say a hexacopter, etc., will just not lift, isn't it? So that was my basic question. Anyway, your answer.
Yes. For that, sir, we were utilizing motors of 2,000 like 20,000 RPM each motor is utilizing, and I can share you the video of the demonstration what we have done.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any last question? Okay, thanks, Vinay. Yeah, we go to the next presentation for today, which is Deldure. Over to you, Sandeep. Deldure is from the Part to Funding journey of Minds. So love to see your strong differentiated value proposition, Sandeep.
Sure, Girish. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Okay. So everyone can see my screen, right? Okay. Hello everyone. I am Sandeep De, founder of Deldure.com. We are building the connected commerce backend of India's small and business economy. India has over 70 million SMBs, but most of them still operated on fragmented system, disconnected commerce channel, and inefficient growth infrastructure. So Deldure helps streamline the operations, accelerate digital growth, and compete more effectively in the modern commerce ecosystem. We believe that the next decade of Indian growth will not be driven only by large enterprises, but it will be also driven by millions of small and medium businesses. Today, I will walk you through the problem, our solution, and the market opportunities, business model, and how Deldure can become a category-defining connected commerce company. Okay, so talking about our founding team, Deldure is built by founders deeply focused on solving the SMB commerce challenges. Our team has strong technology and product building experiences focused on scalable digital platforms. We both have worked both within India and US, so we have we have an international work exposure with strong companies. We understand how the fragmented workflows slow down these SMB growth and operational inefficiency. We believe million of small and medium businesses deserve same growth infrastructure that large scale enterprises use. Okay, so now coming to the problem, right? What the actual problem is and what we are trying to solve here. So if you look into the into this infographic, actually, Indian SMBs operate across multiple disconnected platform, right? Starting from the discovery of the customer, then having the trust, having serving the customer, generating doing the backend operation, and then finally the retention and the growth, right? So sales, logistics, payment, marketing, customer engagement, analytics, most of the things are fragmented. So this fragmentation creates operational inefficiency and slow business growth. So most SMBs cannot afford enterprise great systems or dedicated technology teams, right? As a result, business lose revenue. So you can see, right, where the revenue leak happens in this pipe symbol, right? So as a result, the business lose revenue, they lose productivity, they lose customer trust and retention, and all this affects the growth and visibility. So today's SMB ecosystem is still highly unorganized digitally, right? So there is this massive gap between the available digital tools and the actual SMB. There is a massive gap, right, between the digital tools versus the SMB has. Now, looking into the market opportunity, India is one of the fastest growing digital commerce market. The SMB opportunity is India is massive and still largely underserved. Digital adoption among SMBs is accelerating because of the UPI, smartphone, GST digitization, and online commerce. So millions of SMBs are now actively looking for an integrated growth solution so that they can have an holistic growth. So this creates a large and scalable market opportunity for connected commerce infrastructure, which Deldure is building. And we believe India can produce global scale SMB infrastructure companies over the next decade. So by looking into this slide, we have a huge market potential, right, in India, where the Deldure can be a key player. Okay, so we talked about the problem, we talked about the market opportunity. Now let's talk about the solution, right? So as we mentioned that the SMB growth is mostly impacted due to the broken infrastructure, right? They don't have the right set of digital tools, starting from the customer discovery to the execution and the customer retention. Okay, so Deldure connects this fragmented business operations into one unified ecosystem. We help SMBs streamline commerce, customer engagement, growth, and operations. Our platform simplifies workforce, improve operational efficiency. We also enable SMBs to focus on growth instead of managing the complexity, right? So when a small business is running their businesses, they should ideally focus on the business itself rather than managing all the back-end complexities. The platform is designed for scalability, automation, and ease of adoption. Okay. So if we see here, we have benefits, right? For the small and medium businesses, they are getting discovered by the right customer, right? They are building trust. They are increasing the sales and the cash flow. They are mostly automating the operations, right? And then make data-driven decisions for faster scaling, right? And for the end users, let's say for the retail users who are using our platform, what they're getting out of it. They're finding the right business quickly. They can read into the previous customer reviews so that they can trust the business. They can pay securely. They can communicate and get support easily.
Can I stop here? What is the current state of the product? Is it operational?
It's already operational, yes.
Okay, and what is the traction?
So we have around 3 million businesses which are already registered, right? And on our website. And the current user traction is around 50,000 users per month, active users per month. And this data we have taken from the Google Analytics.
How do you monetize them?
Okay, so we have, I will come to that section in the next slide, actually. We have different ways we are monetizing it. One is the premium listing. Then we are also charging for the subscription for the SaaS solutions that we are providing. So we will go into the next slide, actually. I'm coming there. Okay. So what are the customer segments, right? We already spoke about the customer segment here. Give me 1 second. So our primary customer segment is the small and medium businesses that are rapidly digitizing, but still operationally fragmented, right? So for the backend infrastructure, they are using different set of tools, most likely the Excel sheet or some Google Analytics, Zoho products, but nothing is integrated together, right? It's all scattered all over the places. These businesses need affordable, scalable, and easy to use infrastructure. So we are mostly targeting the high growth sectors where digital adoption is accelerating. The customer base is broad, scalable, and highly recurring in nature, right? So SMBs represent one of the largest undervalued markets in India. So as the businesses grow, the dependencies on the integrated infrastructure will also increase, and this creates a strong long-term retention potential for us. Okay. So for the value proposition, our value proposition is mostly centered around the simplicity, connectivity, and scalable growth. What we're trying to do here is that we're creating a connected commerce infrastructure to reduce operational friction for the small and medium businesses, so that the business can improve efficiency while also enabling faster digital growth. Okay, so now this is the one of the most important slide, right? Where we stand and what are our competitors here. So if you look into the Deldure and some of the competitors, the market has multiple point solution providers. So for example, Google mostly provide analytics data. Just Dial has the customer discovery, right, or the business discovery, but they don't offer great backend software tools. Just Dial has a very niche product called Just Dial Omni, but it is not sufficient to manage all the aspects of a small and medium businesses like customer retention, filing the taxes, or the GST things and all those stuff, right? So Deldure's differentiation lies in integration and scalability.
Please try to wrap up your presentation.
Sure. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, so from what is our business model here? I think that's what we are asked. Okay, so our business model, we make from the premium business listings. That means the businesses who pay for they were displayed on the top of the search results. We are also charging subscription for the SaaS solutions, and we have also enabled value-added services like lead generation, advertisement tools, verification, insights, and so on. So, okay, so now going to the revenue projection. So this is our next 5 years of revenue projection. And our revenue engine is mostly discovery, engagement, transaction, operations, and growth, right? We believe that this revenue projection is very reasonable.
What is current
considering that-
MRR, Sandeep? What is current MRR?
So
And from
current,
what major source? Yeah.
Okay, so currently, as I mentioned, we are mostly doing the premium business listing, right? And we already have validated the traction with the 50,000 active users per month. We believe, and this is all, we are all bootstrapped. So we are based on the funding that we will receive, we will scale the infrastructure, and then probably we can achieve these targets.
So what is the current MRR?
MRR is around 2 lakh Indian rupees per month.
Coming from mainly premium business listings.
Mainly premium listing. We have the SaaS solution enabled, but we have not monetized it yet because we have to upgrade the system, right? We have to upgrade the digital infrastructure so that we have better we can retain the data more effectively. So it is mostly coming from the premium listing now.
So 2 lakh MRR would mean $2,000 a month. At that run rate, you are talking about $24,000 a year.
Yes.
Against which your estimate for 2026. Is that a calendar year or is it the financial year?
We are see right now the most of the thing it is for the financial year, for the Indian financial year that will end on March 31st, 2027.
Okay, so for the financial year, you're talking about roughly 350,000.
Yes.
At your current MRR, you are at about 24,000.
We know that we are at a very reasonable amount, but most of the things are coming from the organic search. So with the funding and with the scaling the infrastructure, we believe that we can advertise our platform, and that will help us to get more customer, and we can convert a lot of our free customers into the premium customers.
Okay. To achieve this number, I hope you realize that your MRR by the end of the March should come close to about $70,000 a month for you to achieve this mean revenue of 350,000.
Yes. So we will go there. So basically, as I mentioned, right, we are mostly getting the customers from the organic search, right? We have not spent a single penny on the advertisements. It's just the basic SEO, Google SEO, but we don't have any spend and almost zero spending on the advertisements. So if we advertise the platform well, if the people are aware that a platform exists like this, so means we are pretty because of our current market traction, right, of 50,000 active users coming from organic search, we believe that this number should be reasonably achieved.
Okay, we are opening for questions, Sandeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
Opening
I
for
jumped
next
in.
questions.
Girish,
No,
sorry.
perfectly fine, Vinay. We are just ready for questions. But I believe this space is waiting to be disrupted due to AI. So the search is not on Google now. The search is on AI tools which people are using, because of which Trade India is also suffering. The most profitable player in this sector in India is suffering majorly because almost 20-30% searches have gone to Chat GPTs and Geminis of the world. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Open for question.
okay. So can I answer your question, Girish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So yes, you are right that the search has gone to chatbots, right? Which is Chat GPT or Gemini. But here we are not talking about the chatbots. We are talking about the agents who can actually do the tasks, right? Still you are using Gmail, most likely. Still you are using Excel sheets, still using Word, still you are doing something to file your taxes, right? So that has not yet gone to the chatbots. So that agentic space is still available.
But how does that answer the question? How do I, as a service provider, get discovered on ChatGPT because of Deldure?
Okay, so as a service provider on ChatGPT, then with the ChatGPT, we have allowed ChatGPT to crawl our websites, just like we allowed Google to crawl our websites. So now if you go to ChatGPT and search for something, then it at least gives the link to some of our services that we provide.
Okay, it gives you a thing. Okay.
Yes, so you have to allow the AI to crawl your website.
Okay.
And then that, of course, we have to explore whether there are paid options available or not, so that we get highlighted.
That's the other reason that Trade India paid option is not visible on ChatGPT. So that's why their paid customers are going down. Yeah. Open for questions. Yeah. Open for other questions. Your slides were quite cluttered, Sandeep. You could have given 80% of the information by 20% of content on the slide. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Anyone? Questions? No?
Does this government OND, I don't know what it's called, ONDA?
ONDC, yes.
ONDC. Does that come up in your competition? I didn't see that in your slide.
ONDC, what we are aware of it, that it is mostly to buy products and services, right? But they don't provide the backend tools to run the business operation, right? So the main.
They do.
Huh?
They do.
As for Vinay, they do. They provide you the tools to run your business, including UPI.
Okay, but I will explore that into more detail, but I don't think they have the complete CRM solutions and all the marketing tools required for the customer retention and running the backend operations.
You're saying, so your differentiator is on top of it, you have a marketing tool. Is that what is the differentiator?
Okay, so now think of a small and medium business owner, right? Let's say you are starting a business, you have a very good business idea, very good business proposition, right? As a small and medium business, you need two different things. One is discovery, so that you can find mostly the customers, most likely those will be the local customers. And second thing is, once you get the customer, you should be able to serve the customer properly, right? And for that, you need tools to run your backend operation, whether it is payment or tax filing or the GST and so on, right? And the CRM tools.
Those are there in ONDC. Yeah, that is already there in ONDC. So you're saying the CRM optimization, is it customer reach?
It is end-to-end customer lifecycle management, right? From the discovery to manage the customers and run the backend business operations.
Yeah, Vinay, just if I can pitch in, I think ONDC is more of an open network, right? I mean, any participant, buyer, seller can come onto the network. It just provides the road rail, right? If I really look at here, I think what Sandeep is trying to bundling everything into one solution. OND is exactly opposite. It unbundles every components and leaves it very open. There is an advantage, Sandeep, if you ask me. ONDC, you could be listed there with your own service where discovery is made easy for SMBs. Then you can sell individual service. It's totally a different game. There is a contrast. My answer. That's my take.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, thank you. That helps
Thanks,
clarify.
Vinay. Yeah. Over to Cruxy. Thanks, Sandeep. Yeah, we can go to the next presentation.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Parth. You can share your screen. Parth
Yes.
and Mana. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. I am Manat Chukral. I am the co-founder of Cruxy, and we are building the operational infrastructure layer for India's grooming ecosystem. Now, speaking of the founding team, Parth is the founder of Cruxy, who focuses on operational ecosystems and product architecture. I, as the co-founder of Cruxy, is focusing on growth, experience, and ecosystem expansion. At Cruxy, we are combining operational understanding, product system, and ecosystem-focused execution. Our long-term vision is to move beyond bookings and become the operational operating system powering modern grooming businesses in India. Now, we all know that even a simple salon visit in India still involves uncertainty. Customers walk into salons without knowing the waiting time, the queue status, the barber availability, or operational deals. Despite being such a highly recurring industry, operational coordination inside the grooming businesses still remain fragmented. Because of which, as you can see, as the market opportunity, speaking of the market opportunity, one can consider that the urban industry is increasing day by day. More and more multiple appointments happens every month. And still, the urbanization and digitization in the grooming industry is not that much. As far as the revenue opportunity is considered, we are trying to ensure that there can be monthly revenue of around 10.5 crore that can be made and an yearly revenue of 126 crore that can be understood. Now, most of the existing solutions lose primarily because they still depend upon traditional marketing, generic marketplaces, apps, or WhatsApp. They don't understand that what the industry still requires is queue visibility, wait time transparency, workflow optimization tools, real-time customer and barber tracking, as well as merchant-focused operational ecosystems. Now, here is what Cruxy is. Cruxy combines salon, barber app, Cruxy combines salons, grooming professionals, and customers through a synchronized ecosystem. It helps customers in such a way that it can tell them that when they can visit the salon and gives them real-time automated notifications. For the grooming professionals, it allows them to schedule their tasks and provides a proper wait flow. As well as for salon dashboards, it results in a great tool so as to manage their staff, services, and customer flow. Now, if we talk about what separates us is the 3 smart booking modes that we apply. First is the standard booking mode, which allows the customer to check or to apply at a fixed price from a professional. Second is the personal order, in which the user can simply prefer their preferred grooming barber for their experience, acting as a marketplace for the grooming professionals as well as for the customers. And third is the salon order, which allows you to pre-book your salon visit and gets a queue number so that you do not have to wait in queue when you reach at the salon. Now, how does our app functions? You first need to log on to the Cruxy app. Then you need to choose your service of your own kind. And after you have chosen a service, you have to ensure that the barber is available, or the barber which is available will get your service. Then once the booking is confirmed, you can also track your barber live, and it will show whether the service is in progress. And once that has been done, it will provide you with a completion code that you will have to share it with the barbers. Now, as far as the value proposition is concerned, we are focusing more on solving the inefficiencies and helping operating the modern grooming businesses in India, which is not at par with the other competitors existing within the market. For customers, it helps in resulting the zero waiting time, personalized grooming experience, and real-time professional availability. For grooming businesses, it results in smarter scheduling operations and better customer retention. Now, this is the graph. As you can see, that due to long waits and due to sudden walk-ins in the salon, there is a high probability of around 40% that the salons lose their customers, and thousands of them lose the revenue every single day. But once Cruxy has been operational, it has been seen that the waiting time has reduced from an average of 42 minutes to roughly about 12 minutes, leading to higher retention and more bookings. Now, coming on to the go-to-market and revenue model strategy, as we can see here, the go-to-market strategy we have divided into 3 phases. The first phase is the hyper-local rollout, where we are involving direct merchant onboarding. Second phase is the phase where we are acquiring community-driven help. And third is the regional scale, where we are focusing on merchant partnerships. Now, as far as the revenue model is concerned, we are focusing to gather revenue through 4 stages, that is platform commission, percentage-based fee, convenience fee on premium bookings. Third, the featured placements, and as Cruxy evolves, we'll take it for subscriptions for analytics, CRM, staff management, and operational automation. Now, speaking about the competitive advantages, as one can see that all of these apps show that there is digitization which is existing in the salon industry, but still operational coordination is still what is missing, which is what Cruxy tries to provide, so as to help the grooming businesses manage and track their businesses well. Now, for the traction and validation, we are operational. And we have around 500 plus app downloads. We are live on Play Store, and we have partnered with around 50 plus salons till now. Now, for the investment ask, we are asking for a fund of around 75 lakhs for comprising of product and tech of around 40%, marketing 30%, operations 20%, and team 10%. As you can see, this is a 12 to 18 months roadmap, where we are trying to expand to 3 major cities by the end of this year. And by the end of 2027, we want to launch AI-powered grooming recommendations, as well as achieve significant user growth and revenue targets. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Manat, for completing before time, and compliments on being the first lady in today's demo day. Yeah. So my quick question is, how many bookings were made this week on your app on Cruxy? This week. So we are on the 15th. This week started on the 10th. How many bookings were made from say Sunday to Friday on the app?
For this, Parth will be able to answer better.
Parth?
Yeah. Good evening, sir. My name is Parth. So currently what we are trying to do in Jamshedpur, that I have gone to 50 salons, and what they are doing is that they are booking order with that, and with QR code customers are booking it. So I think 60 to 70 we have done this week.
So 50 salons in Jamshedpur. And the salons only are encouraging the customer. So next time you come, book on the app and then come. Am I understanding correctly?
The thing is, the problem now is that if I go to a barber shop right now, I will have to wait 2 to 3 hours sometimes to get a haircut, because there is a line and no one is willing to address this problem. This is an Indian problem. In US, when we go, we have a schedule booking type of system, because there is not that much, population there. So what happens is that people book a schedule, and when it's their time, they go. But in India, it is totally unmanaged, and barbers are not so much exposed to the internet. So what Cruxy does is that in barber shop, you can have from home, you can book how much line is there in the shop, you see that, and you can book that from your home. Or if you walk into a barber shop, there is a QR code like in PhonePe or Google Pay, things are like, so you can book from that, and you can exactly know, okay, how much far you are from line, or also you can book from home also. You can create an order from home also.
But I prefer booking on phone. So will it allow phone? Achha, you're saying phone also it will allow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, open for questions.
And how much you are charging the barbers?
See, the services are categorized in three segments. It is first is personal order, and then there are 3 service order, 5 service order. In 3 service order, barbers can add 3 service and they can set a price. Means barber can upload their own price. So let's say a barber creates a personal order or a 3 service order. He creates that, okay, for this much money I will charge let's say 150 rupees. So for a 3 service order we charge around 10 rupees to the barber. Let's see, he goes further and he creates a 5 service order, then we charge around 50 to 20 rupees. So what sets us apart from our competitors is that they hire people. So let's say there is a company, I think Uber does it. So what they
What you
do
mean
is,
to say is you're charging on transaction rather than a subscription. So
yeah,
the barber shop, he wants to have a booking engine and a queue management from you. So he just going to pay on the bookings which he is going to get through that. That's it.
yeah. And to the
Not
saloons,
there's no subscription. There's no subscription charge.
yeah, and to the saloons, we are giving this free as a marketing thing, that, okay, fine, you can, have a queue, manage these things. From saloons, we plan to, that, okay, when a saloon has some offer, he can, advertise it from our app. So let's say a saloon creates gives an offer to the customers that, okay, we are doing this haircut on 50% discount we are giving. So he can advertise through our app, and for advertising he
So
needs
it
to
would
pay.
be, will it be a sort of a marketplace of saloons
Yeah,
where I, as a user, I can go and just book on any of the saloons, and is it going to be on those lines? And
I think
it
it's
is
how
more of
big
an
is,
aggregator kind of stuff, no?
yeah, of saloons, and how big is this market here?
Huh?
How
How
big is the
large
market?
is this market?
I think population in every city. I have lived in 4 to 5 cities, and in every city I have gone, I have seen this problem. So I think Indian market is the scope of this app, and it is made for Indian market only.
They need to do a market research on how big the market is. So yeah.
So we have done the market research. The market is around $20 billion in the grooming industry, and as far as the urban industry is concerned, it is around $6 billion, and it is increasing.
So primarily it will be the tier 1 and tier 2 which you will be targeting in if you go to any village and all. Uh, I
So
don't
your
think
market is the tech solution, not the grooming market. Your market is
Hmm.
not the grooming industry, right?
Exactly.
Your market is the tech solution only, which is quite smaller, right? So do the research. I agree with Pramod. You need to do some research, right? The tech solutions, SaaS solutions, billing solutions, booking solutions which people use, that's your market. Okay.
Couple
Yeah.
of quick questions from me.
Go ahead.
One is, you mentioned in the beginning 10.6 crores and 126 crores for the year.
Yeah.
What's the basis for that number? Yeah, 10.5 and 126.
So the basis for that number is the problem, the severity of the problem that people are facing. So like wherever we go, we see this problem existing. So if
That I
there is
understand. So
solution,
126 crores is your revenue, or 126 crores is the market size?
it's a market size.
What is your revenue?
Revenue, we are currently with 50 barbers. We are seeing that how
No. What
problem
is your estimated revenue?
Manat, can
What is your first year estimated or projected revenue?
So we have we come up to the number of 10.5 crore for the case of revenue.
Per month or per year?
A monthly revenue.
How much does Javed Habib do? Do you have any idea?
No. See, that's why I said they need to revisit the deck and some kind of research. I think Girish, you can help them.
Yeah, sure, we'll help them. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, team.
Javed Habib does about 18 crores.
Yeah.
Okay. Per year.
Including franchises, huh? Including franchises.
Including franchises. They do 18 crores per year. Tony and G does about, I think about 8 crores. Okay.
Yes, so that number we got, like, if we capture only 1% of the market, so that we came on to that, but we will do our research.
Yeah, just as Pramod mentioned, just as Girish mentioned, I think you need to go back and revisit your numbers. Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Thanks, team. Yeah, we go to the last and of course the best presentation for today, which is MyFojo, food tech startup. Over to you, Ayush.
Thank you so much, Girish, and I hope everyone is right now awake. Thank you all of the participants for their pitches. Now I will start. Let me share my screen with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi guys, is it visible to you?
Yeah, request the panelists to rate the startup. You can rate it by day end also. No rush. We'll be compiling the scores day after tomorrow. So you have time till tomorrow also to rate it. Any challenge, do DM me on your only or on WhatsApp. Thank you.
Perfect. So when it comes to MyFojo means my food journey, where we are a restaurant delivery partner, and the best use case study is very simple. We help restaurant owners to reach out to their customers via WhatsApp, and the end customer can order food directly without going to any external link, and we fulfill the delivery from our end. And we do not charge any commission. We work on a subscription based model. So the team is actually who is running this organization is Sandeep Raina. He is the founder and CEO. He was the ex-senior vice president of Cisco and worked in Godrej Reddington and started this organization 3 years back. I am the co-founder and chief operating officer and a passionate startup builder. I am alumni and I have been in the startup ecosystem since last 4 years and also a founding team member of Bharat FD, an aggregator of fixed deposits earlier. So why we are building this business? The most important part, most of the independent food outlets are very much, I will say, accustomed as well as facing problems with these high commission margins of these aggregator apps, which reach up to 40 to 50%, inclusive of the ad segment. Second of it, there is no dedicated curated app for premium ordering. If I want to order something exclusive and exquisite, I have to go to Zomato and Swiggy, where everything is so competitive and every tier restaurants are involved there as a marketplace. Third most important part is restaurant owners do not have any customer data ownership. I am the supplier, but I do not know whom I am supplying my food, whether they liking it, whether they don't like it. I do not have any visibility. And fourth important part, as I do not have any touch base with my end customer, so I really do not know what is their customer lifetime value because I am not communicating with them. That's why we are coming up with two different models. One app is already one WhatsApp food delivery. Our product is already live and we are integrating right now. Early PMF already established. And second, we are already in the transit. That is a premium app where we will be curating premium food ordering app that enables high-end restaurants to serve high-intent customers. Why this solution right now? First of all, we do not charge any commissions on our WhatsApp food delivery. Second, as the WhatsApp is the lowest marketing tool, the CAC would be negligible. The whatever 200 rupees of dosa will be priced at 200 rupees only. You will increase your customer lifetime value. Data ownership is with you, and you can have your control over a WhatsApp channel as your brand name, not as an aggregator of MyFojo. Another part in the premium app is that it's a curated discovery. Audience will be premium and niche. Delivery quality will be owned by MyFojo. As the customers are niche, customer lifetime value potential is higher because here we also give them the data transparency and the exclusivity and trust that we will incorporate. Our revenue streams will be subscription plans. Of course, transaction fees through messaging models and other value-added services as we incorporated in the upcoming months. We have a scalable asset-light model, full data and channel ownership with the restaurant. Customer stickiness will be higher because there will be direct integration and data insights and automations are already there. What is our moat? Data ownership with a restaurant, whereas our competitors control these data. We already are a TSP, technical service provider of Meta, so any issues arises with WhatsApp messaging will be directly addressed by Meta. We have a cross module SaaS. We have our own POS services. We also have has an SLA agreement with Paid Puja, which captures 70% of the market. We fulfill the delivery and we will also provide the ad engine. Premium curation through our app. Switching cost for any restaurant owners would be high because we are solving their sales problem as well as operational module problems. As the entry cost will be very predictable and we will be scaling up in the upcoming months. And stickiness loyalty of the end customers would be higher because WhatsApp has 98% opening rate. Why now? Because average monthly eating out is increasing. QSRs and cloud kitchens are expected to grow 40% faster than the overall food outlet market. Organized QSR segment is set to grow by 21% in 2030. Indian culinary tourism market size is $310.3 billion by 2033. India's per capita disposable income is increasing, and WhatsApp opening rate is 98% as mentioned earlier. Our total food outlets of 2025, if you can look at the data, market size will hit $139.8 billion. Online food ordering growth rate is 28.17% CAGR. WhatsApp users are projected to reach 80 crores by 2025. It has been already achieved. And Indian communication platform as a service will increase by $3.6 billion. Our serviceable obtainable market in the upcoming 5 years would be $350 million, whereas our total users would be around 60 lakhs, more than 60 lakhs. As compared to our competitors, Zomato and Swiggy already curates demand but not operations. Whereas some of our nearest competitors like Paid Puja, YouEngage, Vayu.pay, they are more into the operational segment of these food outlets. Whereas MyFojo also own demand as well also focus in the restaurant owned data services. Our onboarding is very simple. We onboard restaurant owners, then they push the marketing services. At the initial stage, we will do, and customer will interact with our bots. Payment will be happening to our bank accounts. POS will accept the order. Order status updates will go to the live customers at a real time. Our expected CAGR is around 180%, and currently our traction is we are piloting with 16 odd outlets, and some of the premium brands like Moti Mahal, Gopala, as well as Papa of Rolls are piloting with us.
So how many orders delivered in the last week?
We haven't delivered any orders yet because we are currently integrating. Our PMF established because the restaurant owners already paid us one-time integration fee, which is average around 5,000 rupees. We haven't started yet.
So you're pre-revenue.
Yeah. So our last time we have raised funds at 12.5 CR, and currently we are looking at a valuation of 20 crores and our ask is 3 crores. Where mostly our 60% of our budget will go to marketing and sales. Okay.
So this service operation you'll outsource to others, or delivery operation you'll outsource, or it will be
Yes, so we outsource to others. We have partnered with more than 6 delivery partners so that there will be no issue and glitch while fulfilling the delivery, like Rapido, Shadowfax, EVs. We have partnered with them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. So our fund deployment in every quarter will look like in building the tech foundation, onboarding journey, and key hires. Our quarterly Quarter 2 will be in the scale acquisition development of health category that we are building in the premium segment. Quarter 3 will be on automation retention, and Quarter 4 to be next round readiness. But it will be started from the Quarter 3. Our runway will be 13.1 months and 15 months projected revenue for WhatsApp commerce and premium app. So so yes, this is all about WhatsApp journey, WhatsApp MyFojo delivery journey right now. Happy to take your questions.
Yeah, good
Ayush,
presentation, Ayush.
this is
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, Ayush, this is Manish.
Hi.
I just want to have a quick recap. So you're saying 20 crore valuation, and it's abhi the revenue stream is not in place. So matlab I think yet to generate any revenue.
Yeah.
So this is purely on the idea which you're seeking.
So our early PMF already established, where we have other line of services in our company also, where we provide marketing services for the HoReCa industry specialized, and we did a revenue of 20 lakhs the last financial year, and I will say 10% of the, not 10%, 5% of the revenue contributed by the WhatsApp MyFojo delivery. However, yes, this 20 crore valuation is based on the projected revenue that we will do in the first year, and we took the
And
5x of that multiple.
okay, one more thing. You specifically mentioned that you are planning to launch a high value restaurant app whereby there would be curated restaurants and high value customer. How you getting the high value customer? Do you have any community which you're running or something like that?
No, that is our second phase of development that we will deploy after first round of investment. Where we have particularly found in the market is that I have spoken with many tier 1 premium people, and they are actually not very happy with the services of Zomato and Swiggy, and which is highly dependent on the bots of the customer support. Fully dependent, the end-to-end supply chain is fully dependent on the restaurant owners. So that's why we are coming up with a curated niche segment where we will take care of the supply chain end to end, and we will only onboard those bespoke outlets and cafe who only targets this tier 1 premium and ultra premium people, where AOV would be higher, however the traffic would be low because the pricing would be much higher for these premium outlets. So I'm trying to create an eat club of Zomato and Swiggy, club. What's the good name of it? I'm forgetting, which has taken the niche of like Zepto and Instamart right now. First Club. They only curate organic and transparent food. In the quick commerce delivery, I want to do it for food commerce delivery.
Yeah, so Pradeep, go ahead. You can ask a question.
Yeah, no, so actually,
One.
as you should I ask?
Go ahead, quickly.
Like as you're saying, like you have a zero commission based model and it's based on subscriptions. And you were saying like you outsource the delivery partners through Rapido. Rapido has launched its own app called Only, and
Yes.
it is also integrating with the Magic Pin ONDC software as well. So
Yes.
so why would Rapido give its own fleet to you when it will be expanding its own business in this market segment as an alternative to Swiggy and Zomato?
Zero
Rapido has
commission, that
done it.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, Rapido is doing it. They are doing it with a flat fee on every order. And they started in Bangalore, but the customer experience is very bad. And they have a 3-star rating in Play Store if you would look into it right now. And the most important part is they are helping these restaurant owners to acquire new customers. So they are burning huge amount of money, where the customer acquisition cost for Zomato and Swiggy is right now 500 rupees, and for Only it would be much higher, much expensive one, and they are burning cash because they are sitting on a stack of cashes right now. However, we are not acquiring new customers through our WhatsApp delivery. We are helping restaurant owners to utilize their underutilized data, which is already sitting with us. You go to restaurant, you give them their numbers while billing, but they never communicate with you. We are helping these restaurant owners to communicate with you on a regular basis for offers and discounts, and then you can order food directly through WhatsApp. So we are not acquiring new customers. We are helping them to increase their customer lifetime value. However, they can acquire new customers, but by their own marketing efforts like making a QR code of their WhatsApp number or link so that people can start their journey to order food immediately. They can do that, but we are not doing that. We are a platform as a service or SaaS model.
Yeah, Vinay, your question?
One comment more than anything there. It will be nice if you don't switch between lakhs and dollars, million, because in the mind it becomes very difficult to do that conversion. You know? So stick to one. I mean, it doesn't matter which one. Either you say lakhs, crores, or you say millions, dollars. But if you keep switching, then tough. Right? It's a comment, general
Good
comment.
point. Yeah.
Absolutely, Mr. Vinay. I will take care of that. Thank you for the
Second one is
suggestion.
that I noticed that you put Pet Puja out there as a competition. Kindly check.
Yes.
As far as I know, Pet Puja closed down.
No, Pet Puja is there, Vinay.
They closed down last year. So
No, sir.
No, they're growing.
Pet
It
Puja
would
is a
be
SaaS
highly
solution
wrong,
for
Mr. Vinay.
restaurants. I think they raised money also in the last 12 months, if I'm not wrong.
Pet Puja it captures 70% of
because
Indian
their
market in the POS.
entire Hyderabad team was let go last year. I know that. Okay. Because half of them wanted to come and.
Pet Puja is highly effective functioning. My clients already use that. We have an SLA level agreement, and they are like the benchmark in the organization. So that's why Pet Puja is doing really well.
What is the revenue then for Pet Puja right now?
I don't know that. I would be very
Close
honest
to
with you.
80-100 crores, Vinay. Pet Puja is doing good. They are a SaaS solution for restaurants, managing ordering and billing. So I think it'll be 100, close to 80. So, yeah.
Yes, minimum. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any last questions, anyone? No. So thanks for this marathon. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, Vinay, I was sorry, not Vinay. While I was listening to you, Ayush, I think the last few sentences you mentioned, I think it added some more perspective to the business. I think I didn't understood it very well. So what you're trying to say is that a customer walking into a restaurant, he gets restaurant gets a number, and then restaurant communicates with the customer. Now, are you enabling this conversation through a single channel which you are creating, or every restaurant is directly communicating with their set of customers?
Every restaurant is communicating with their set of customers under their brand name. So in the WhatsApp, it will be Moti Mahal Malvi.
That is very noisy here, because as a customer, if every restaurant is going to start sending me a message about that, I would start blocking them.
No, Manishji, so Meta actually restricts businesses to only send 3 messages in 24 hours, not more than that. So even if in morning Paytm and Book My Show and Cred send you the message, so Haldiram's cannot send you the message till 12 a.m. So it depends on how many messages you receive from the company. Till now, Meta has that restrictions.
Yeah, but still, he's talking about so many restaurants bombarding us with their messages, their offers will be tough to manage, right? We'll block. I agree with you on that.
Absolutely, Mr. Girish. If it happens, because restaurant owners will also like a club and bar will send you the message in Thursday night or Friday afternoon. But a restaurant like Haldiram may send you message on Monday and Tuesday. Depends
But then what
on
is your
their
value add
CRM.
in this? What is your value add in this? Where is your layer?
I'm providing them the system from end to end and the delivery ecosystem, because if they want to start their own, they have to integrate everything. They have to infuse the capital, and most importantly, small independent.
The system which you're offering them is enabling WhatsApp marketing. That's what you're doing, and
No, WhatsApp delivery also.
Order
And
management,
order
delivery.
management,
order
order
management
delivery,
Got it.
and order delivery.
So
As well as
is it a dot pay plus dot pay has delivery? So dot pay plus your WhatsApp marketing.
Yes, .pay plus WhatsApp marketing. We also have CRM where they can track the data, so like how many people ordered, and they can increase their CLV also there. So we are providing the services. We have our own POS ecosystem for rest 30% of the market, which Pet Puja did not capture. We will provide them for free right now. So these are some of the kind of services. And now .pay is doing multiple things, and they are also targeting multiple companies. I'm not doing that. I'm specifically targeting one industry, that is Horeca, completely right now.
Okay, Ayush, thanks everyone. And I think it's been a marathon session. We exceeded time by 10 minutes. Apologies for that. But thanks, Manish. Thanks, Pramod. Thanks, Parag. Thanks, Venu. And thanks, Vinay, for this. And of course, thanks, Rajesh Badgeri, for handholding the minds part of especially to this journey. And Sarvagya for being a timekeeper. And request everyone to rate the startups in that sheet so that we can compile and decide who's ready for our champions journey. And the rest continue in the base camp. Right?
Thanks,
Okay.
Girish.
Girish,
Thanks.
we are also sharing the video, right? If required, if people want to refer.
Yeah, if people want to refer, we can share it. We'll upload on YouTube, actually. So they can refer that. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Vinay.
Yeah,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.